we'll get back to it then. It's Robin Hood, the Sherwood Builders. The Mohawk of the Midlands is here. And maybe, just maybe, we'll even conclude this thrilling adventure today. We'll have to see. I mean, looks like we're almost done. Liberated most of the map. It's just the Midlands remaining. And look at that, it's a wee small concentrated area. Looks like the big bad finale. I don't know. I don't have foreknowledge of all of this. But that's the feeling that I'm getting. So let's see if we can see this game through today. Somebody on the YouTube comments was worried that I might have dropped the game because they found it very endearing. Well, no, we're seeing this through to the bitter end, much to the chagrin of many, perhaps even of myself. Anyway, old Robin of Locksley needs to fill his chops first and foremost. Got plenty of cheese to make that happen. Yeah, sure. Sure. Scoff down that cheese, Robin. Not dropping by uninvited at Tinto? Ah. Oh, it might be KOS over there. I don't know. I don't know where Tinto is set up. Right, so what do we do? What do we do? Well, we triage our belongings in our severely limited storage space. Even though we have forked out so much money to maximize the space available here, it is overflowing. So the sort button, as usual, does nothing. So I'll take out what I can. For example, those apples surely don't need to be here. What can I lighten my own load with? I've got a lot of salt, so maybe cooking up some meat would be a good idea. I'm going to sell off some of the sandstone as I have entirely too much. I believe I have entirely too much fruit as well. Scuff away those pears and those mirabellers. What else is here that shouldn't be here? Also, what do I have that should be in it? Why does the sort button not sort? So freaking bad. Okay, well, I have willow. I can chuck willow in there. Diamonds, I think, are used in crafting for some reason. Same for amber. What else can be parted with? Well, I have stones, but pine resin is used for building. Obsidian can go in there. Do I keep motherwort in here? Oh my god. It's a good thing I'm not getting obsessed with this game, because this would end it for me. Pine is here, but also here, and also here, and this is what the sort button does. It doesn't sort. Aggravating game in many ways. Hides belong in here. Goodness, my inventory is a mess. Too much of a mess for a man. The Industrial Revolution is coming along just swimmingly, but as we can see, the items are too heavy. I'm not entirely sure how relevant the Industrial Revolution is going to be from here on out. However, there's one thing I'm quite certain is needed, and that is upgrading my tracker senses. That seems to be gating us on some missions. And we need those missions done down in Nottingham. It says Nottingham, isn't it? Known as the Midlands region. Yes. Over in the Midlands, we need that tracker sense to get those missions, and those missions are needed for unlocking the region, so to speak. Apple. Well, I'll turn the apples into cider. That's not a big deal. I don't really know what burdock is for. I guess I'd better hold on to it. Otherwise, I've got cotton at long last. Comfrey balm. It's good for health. Ale is good-ish for health, but at the same time not good enough. I'll just pass by on that one. Antidote is good. Tar is for building with. Nightshade just seems to sell nicely, so off you go. Goodbye, Bishop Reed. Gonna keep the comfrey. I have a feeling I need that. Ditto for Mother's Wort. This should be stored in my chest. Flax, I know is needed. Right, sell stuff that's worth dosh, like the dagger, like the golden bracelet. Nobody in the right mind needs 80 stones. They only sell for a coin each, but away they go. Better out than in, etc. Stone necklaces, which I think are worth more than pearl necklaces. Never figured out what to do with meteorite, but I will keep hold of that. Willow bark. Haven't seen willow bark before, but I'll just sell it. And then the sandstones. The UX in this game is a royal pain. Why is there not a sell all button? Why must I keep clicking or click and hold on plus to bring it up? I do not know. But maybe the developers don't know. After all, this game was made by Skynet. All I know is I'm making tons of money that I'm pretty sure I can't put to any reasonable use in the game, which is quite sad. What's the point in having me go through all this work to get loads of money united and then have no good use for all that money? It is a tragedy. Also, I got that chicken leg. Let's just toss that for now. That has eased up my inventory a fair bit. And yet, there is more to do. I'm somewhat expecting this to be the last one calmest, even if I have to squeeze out a bit of overtime on it. Ditch a few more of these items, as they're more used for building up my village than anything else. What about the cotton? You know, slam the cotton in there. What about the comfrey? Does comfrey even belong in here? Apparently so. I'm keeping it here. Seems fine enough by me. Shove in the meteorite. I need to read that book. Drop in the flax. Drop in the motherwort. Don't drop in the motherwort then. If it takes up a new another slot here, then I probably don't want it in. And read goes in there as well. Isn't inventory management fun beyond measure? I'm going to read that book as well, since it just straight up gives skill points, and skill points are needed for, among other things, upping that trapper ability. So if this part of the game were a bit more well defined, I think I'd enjoy this a whole lot more, but it doesn't seem like building up your forest is much of a means to an end at all anyway. High quality items can be improved. I don't really do high quality items, funnily enough. I'll just keep you in here for now. Maybe someday I will. In fact, I might be making some sooner rather than later. At least I know where I can upgrade from. So all this faffing about is because I'm quite certain what I need to do is upgrade my beloved Trapper Hut. It requires things, but these are things that I can get or already have. I think marble's the only thing I have to go out of my way for. But that flax cloth, I need 5 flax cloth, you say? That could be arranged, possibly. Surely there's some endgame MacGuffin we need, and we can only get it by building it at home. Why else have all this industry? You're assuming a lot of forethought on somebody's part. I believe I needed 5 of this flax cloth. So let's, for some reason, just wait for it to be made. What this cooldown is needed for is beyond me. And don't pick it up, just send it straight to storage. And then I need the marble. Now I have some marble, meaning I probably grabbed it somewhere before. Don't remember where, though. Also need to consider if there's anything else I wanted to blacksmith up. We already upgraded our pickaxe and our hatchet to what I assume is the highest level of sharpness. Our bow is perfectly fine, but the silver sword, could we at long last replace it with something better? Something like Albion. 90, 30, 75, 45. Yeah, magnificent sword, you say. And look, I have the diamond, I have the silver ingot, I have the willow. But how do I make Damascus steel? If I can get 3 Damascus steel, we can have a high-quality endgame, I assume, sword. Unless Excalibur is hiding for us. So, Damascus steel. You can't make Damascus steel. Okay. How do we unlock the ability to make Damascus steel? That requires all these goods you already have. Except for mortar. Oh, okay. Spruce coins. You know what? I can make this happen. Because mortar is simply a dosh check. And it just so happens I'm rolling in dosh. Because it is not possible to make a game with an economic system in which I cannot master and crush the economic system. We don't talk about workers and resources, though. And for some reason you can't build from inventory, so we shove it over into our box. And then, Friar's your uncle. We can now have Damascus steel by blowing up the old forge. And then going on hammering on those walls until we have a new and improved forge that looks pretty much identical to the old one. I'm sure there's some subtleties I'm missing out on. So, get me that Damascus steel. I believe I needed 5 of them. You can't have 5 of them. You need more steel to make Damascus steel. Very well then. Make me... How much more steel did I need? I believe I need 1 more steel. Here's your 1 more steel. Robin poop aging like sour milk after initial brain rot dopamine hit. It's all this bad stuff you gotta be saying about my man, the Mohawk of the Midlands. Alright, there you go. Oh god, well, we'll be waiting on that for a while, but I believe we've got some apples in order to make some cider. Far's my brewery. Not my kitchen, my distillery. Actually, it might be the kitchen. I think the distillery is for the special stuff. Hey, look, there we go. Cider. It's just water and apples, and it heals thirst even better than water, whilst also giving energy. Is that actually worth it, though? The increase in output is extremely minimal, and the energy over time does not last very long. I think I might not really want that. Yeah, I really don't think I want that. Instead, how about I get myself a whole load of roast doughs? Yeah, just make myself an inventory full of roast dough. We'll pick that up momentarily. What a shame, I thought cider might actually be handy. I guess I'll just eat my apples instead. Nom nom nom. Because water can be found just about anywhere with a well, and the energy over time effect is way too slow. Right, send the Damascus steel off to where it belongs. And whilst we've enjoyed our silver witcher sorting, it is time now to have Albion. Just check that Albion is actually better than the alternatives. Damage going up to 68, 65, 55, or 70. Not only that, we have tremendously improved durability at 320 instead of 220. Absolutely give me Albion. And it's that fast to make a freaking sword. This game is something else. Guess I'll just sell off my silver sword and I'll throw all of my quality improvers onto Albion. Funnily enough, if I had some journeyman chests, I could liquidate my coins into making this thing even better. But it would need platinum, and we don't know how to get platinum. We have not figured that part out. Don't throw shadows on England's barbaric days. I'll throw all the shade I want on England. Alright, there we go. We've got the food. Man, some of this stuff looks so good. Some roast rabbit, some roast boar, some cured eel. I really love eel. Eel and oysters and smoked salmon would have a hell of a three-way fight for being my most beloved and favorite seafood. Oysters pair with whiskey so well. It's almost hard to believe how well they go together. Corey continues to dig me out iron. How well does iron sell anyway? If I just took all of that to my inventory and sold it off, what would they give me for it? We shall find out. So I need a bit more willow as well. Fortunately, that's in the Peak District. Willow and marble, and then we get this upgrade done, and then off we go to the Midlands. Seems good. So willow and marble. Willow and marble. Don't forget those two words. They're very important. How about that iron? How much is that iron going for? Oh yeah, my silver sword. Bye-bye, silver sword. We've been through a lot together, but away you go. Hey, iron sells for a good amount. So periodically the quarry just coughs me up 500 gold. It's not as good as the farms or the other thing, but iron is actually useful for the smelting, as we've seen. Is there anything about this game that you actually liked, or is it all rubbish? Rubbish is putting it a little too far. The game is endearing in its own misguided way. It's pretty bad and quite unenjoyable in many ways, but sometimes that's all right. Sometimes. What am I even trying to say here? Right, let's make the sword as good as a sword can be. However, yeah, I've been suspecting this for a while. You can only upgrade something to a certain point, I believe. These are no longer working on that sword, but I think if I take these over to the blacksmith, he will let me turn them into something that can make it even better and more upgraded. I guess we'll find out in short order. So if I make Master Muggo's chest... Oh, right, it needs platinum. And we have no idea how to find platinum. Never mind me then, but do mind the fact that this sword now hits like a truck sword. Also, I want my roasted dough at the ready for noshing down, I think. No, I don't. I want water there. Why is there so little rain? All I remember from my time in England is rain. Oh, it rains aplenty here. Don't you worry, girlie. But it has been a wee while. That's what they say, the reasons for the British Empire. British food, British weather, and British women. Alright, I feel pretty decked out. Remember, we're here to get... What in the world? Oh, it was pinging me up with these, wasn't it? Yeah. Thank you, game. Don't worry, we're almost done with the building up. We just need to get ourselves some marble and some willow. And then we need to ask ourselves, where are we getting either of these things? Fortunately, somebody noticed that there's a bit of a color coding here, so we're looking for reddish stripes in the Peak District. And that's where we can get the willow. Anything looking like reddish stripes here to you? Sure isn't looking like it to me. Ah, but this all looks like willow land, and then we need to find marble as well. Where was the marble? If I've mined it out, it must be out there somewhere. But where? There's grit. Perhaps I didn't find a marble mine. Will wonders ever cease? Yeah, meteorite ain't gonna cut the mustard here. Alright, well, first and foremost, let's head over there. Grab ourselves the willow, and after the willow comes the marble. And we have been told that marble is in Peak District, so we just gotta find it. If only this game had some sort of horse backing. Oh god, I forgot how depressing this area is. The look of it, the music playing, it's all bad. Hello, willow. Taste steel. We don't need a ton of this stuff, but we might as well take enough to fill our pockets. That's probably not true at all, right? I think this trap out's the last thing we're going to need any building ingredients for. Unless this game does have one of those last minutes. Oh, you can't defeat Ganon without the light arrows. Do you want the light arrows? Well, you're going to have to upgrade everything in your camp. And build everything in your camp. Thank you, stone. Wait, I think the stone absorbed half that willow. How unpleasant. Lucky us. Who just leaves all this good stuff lying around? This isn't the England I know. Whoa, okay. Booby-trapped, of course. And locked? Well, we have all these lockpicks, right? Yes, we do, but I guess it's not that kind of locked. Oh, maybe it is. Well, put our new sword to use. Well, better if I get out of the water. Enemies can run in water, I cannot. Also, got your legs. Wow. This sword... Wait, what? Oh. Somehow I clicked out of the game there. And now chat wants me to reply to El Emperador. Let's change that right now. There we go. Much better. This sword is doing God's work. Nowadays, you just get light arrows through microtransactions. Tempting. Right, I didn't pay attention to what they were dropping. Maybe they had the key on them. But I have my doubts. No, still locked. Well, I'm not going through whatever puzzles are needed to solve that. What we are doing is we're going on a hunt for a marble mine. Engage the marble madness. Now, I have no idea where it is. So this is going to be a bit of a blind hunt for a while. If anybody does know where the marble mine is, I'd love to hear some general directions. Otherwise, we just get a bit of a tour of jolly old England here. And hopefully we don't run into more bear traps. They do love to just be scattered around here. It's very much like wandering around in the wastelands in 7 Days to Die. Somebody told me there are landmines, but I never found any landmines in the wastelands in 7 Days to Die. Some people were holding their breath when I recklessly drove my motorbike around, but no. I think they imagined all those problems. Meanwhile, we see things, we steal things. We see letters, we very quickly read the letters. Oh, hang on, one of them might say where the marble mine is, huh? Cutting branches, lethal flowers, that's nothing to do with marble. Also, check my big fat reward. They want me dead. Costs only a few coins to travel around. Good way to get some distance made, but that's no good to me. Because the whole point is finding the mines.
Greetings. How about a game of dice?
Yes.
Sure. We always win at dice, especially when we bet the maximum. It's just that easy. What do you mean 5? Well, 5 still beats 3, so thanks for that highly engaging minigame. Oh, this is my home. It's my bed. I guess this is my barrel with yet more ingans in it. You know what? Give me that beer. We could do some basic cooking. We've got our interconnected chests here. And there's someone who wants to play something other than dice, but the drinking game is horrible. Maybe it's better on controller, but I won't be going out of my way to play this game more, with or without a controller. There's a mine there, but we know that it's coal. Maybe over in this general direction we can find marbles. Oh yeah, plenty parts of England with outstanding natural beauty. But, you know, always dwarfed by being next to Scotland. At least I'll know that we have this coal mine at the ready if we need more coal, although I highly doubt it. This next chunk of marble, and I think that's it for goods that we're ever going to need. But where else is there? I guess I could venture over in this direction, which is largely untouched by me. I doubt there's going to be a mine around here, but this looks a lot like a mine, in fact. Tell you what, how about we just jump over our problems through the magic of extremely low effort quick travel. Because this looks very miney. And we can almost see it on the map. Mineral deposit of unknown ore. Now, what have we learnt about unknown ore? We've learnt that you mine it, and it comes out, and you investigate it, and it says, this is unknown ore. You don't learn what it is by mining it somehow. Point is, this ain't what we're looking for. Is this what we're looking for? Just looks like a regular old point of interest. I doubt that's a marble mine. Then where would be a marble mine? Looking for the marble madness, not finding the marble madness. We know that's grit over there. That still could be something. Let's go for it. Robin's no geologist. Oh, he's a man of many talents. There's no point clearing out more bandits and like around here. We already have this place liberated enough. I don't know what kind of mad individual would go for 100% in this game. Especially since 100% seems to be quite missable. I think if you fail or skip over any of the little event things, you won't be able to get 100%. And I don't know if that includes having to return every bit of treasure that you find. That would be very sad. Ooh, it's gold. Interesting. But we've already found gold mines, I think. So we don't need that. What shows any promise for being a mine? Hey Jake, any Railway Empire 2 on the schedule eventually? I don't plan any Railway Empire 2. Railway Empire 1 was okay, but it broke down on me due to poor performance. And everything I saw about Railway Empire 2 just looked like more Railway Empire 1. It didn't look like they'd iterated the game in any meaningful way. So that doesn't fill me with any great desire to touch it some more. Having a hard time finding anything that looks like marble mining around here. It did say Peak District, I'm quite certain. But where in Peak District? Perhaps this region, which is largely unmolested. But is there anything... Is there anything that looks even a bit miney around here? I'm going to wander up to my bed, see if that reveals anything along the way. Come on, you can make it over, Robin. Such a sword he's got. Ginormous hilt on the thing. Must be a pain to swing. It looks exactly like the same game, maybe with enhanced performance. I think they made it better for laying parallel track in it, but just not interested. If the first game isn't very good and the second game doesn't look like it iterates much, then I ask myself, why bother? And I'm not able to find an answer to that. And just like people are not finding me where this marble mine is, I'm pretty sure there's a list of all mines available somewhere. I suppose I could check it. Depends on how long I end up wandering around here for. So I find my bed. My bed is not a marble mine. This region is quite suspicious, I think. My best bet is to travel over to here. What is this? Oh, it's Reynolds Cave. And then wander down in this direction, which I don't think I've checked much out of. There are boars over there. We have not bothered with boars at all, and we haven't really had any reason to. Haven't needed boars' meat for money. We have functionally unlimited money, thanks to our farming. And the hides, haven't needed those either. I don't have internet here, I'm sorry, I can't Google, says Hudoy, who's watching this through carrier pigeon. There's a mine, and it's a coal mine, not a marble mine. Hey. Life is suffering. Well, we'll just enjoy the radioactive trees as we take a stroll around. English Chernobyl. Railway Empire 2 I found was more of a DLC for Railway Empire 1. It added bits, but it's not a full game's worth. Well, they're charging a full game's worth. I wonder if anybody's tried doing an actual full 100% map in Railway Empire 2 and see if it falls apart like Railway Empire 1 did. A signpost, a bed, there's the coal mine. But it's okay, there's still some area around here we haven't checked, so I'll continue on this direction. I wouldn't have minded so much if I'd gotten any kind of response or support for that performance issue, but the devs seemed quick to ignore that game and quick to continue on with their sequel. There's the marble mine. Alright, we got it. What is next after Robin Builder? We'll have a vote for the next Longplay. Longplay candidates are on the Longplay list. There's a link below the stream. But it's always open to additions if you know of some games that would be great for Longplaying on the channel. You know, significantly better than... Oh, God! Ow. And more ow. I thought these were just some friendly people wandering around the streets of England. Turns out, may Allah forgive me, they're English. Alright. Bomberman has got to go. And how about you? How about you don't have any legs? There we go. All that work for a barley roll. Well, I can scuff down some apples and then enjoy my everything else. Oh, I've walked in on Robin Hoodless, the industrialist. How goes the conquest of Nottingham, Jake? Goes alright. We're just about to go on with the Midlands after I mine out some marble to up my tracking skill and my better tracking building. Then we should be able to carry on easily peasily. Where are all my healing everythings, by the way? I've got beer, which doesn't seem to be stacking with the other beer. But where's that palm that I just rub on my chest? There you are. Maybe have that instead of you. There we go. Oh, that sloppy sound as he rubs his chest with it is more than a little off-putting. The limping animation whenever you strike someone in the legs with a bow never fails to amuse me. Mostly because the boss did it as well, and it was about the only way I could deal with the boss. The boss that we had on the last stream was obnoxiously bad, so about 60% of the area is on fire. You're constantly getting attacked by invisible archers whilst you're being chased. So your health is just constantly draining, you're constantly getting stun locked. Oh, it was a nightmare. But you know what? It's a nightmare that Robin succeeded in dealing with by constantly chugging beer. The Englishman's solution. Oi, no archers allowed. I'm glad he agrees. So all the mines of England are being protected. Robin's a bit tuckered out. Could you give me a moment? Thank you. Oh, right. There is an archer up there. There are plenty of perk points that can be put into archery, but I really just find its main use is to nail enemies in the legs and then finish them off with the considerably stronger sword. Although I think stealth archery can become very powerful if you perk it up. I just don't like spending points on 3% boost to arrow damage. And we can see it here on our Pillars of Eternity screen. Bow damage plus 5% for 2 cost. Plus 3% for 1 cost. So why am I paying a premium for the 5? Where's the bulk discount? Yeah, rather than doing all of this, I'd rather boost up my health and boost up my sword damage. And of course, boost up my deep pockets. You see how I beelined for my deep pocket perks. Status resistance, damage reduction, 2%. A lot of meaningless perks over there. Which is why I'm not in a hurry to spend my points. Right, now that they have been dispatched, the marble will be mine. All mine. I should also make sure that I unlock a fast travel in this location in case I need more marble. So I'll go over to the stable master, who, joy of joys, is over in Nottingham, which is our destination once we're done upgrading. Also, give me some balm to rub on my chest, and give me a... thought that was a scroll, but no, it's comfrey. And some paint, and flour, and purse. I shouldn't be picking up flour, it's such a waste of space. Sure, you can bake bread as an easy way to have food at the ready, but food is everywhere. And it's probably not better than just having... What did he just do?
It's the enemy.
Well, I'll tell you what he's doing now. He's dying. Yeah, just getting meat, cooking meat, and eating meat seems to be the way forward for health, for hunger restoration. I just eat... Oh god, no, not stones. Don't waste my time with stones and just weigh me down. Don't tell me I just picked up the stone again either. No, I'm good. I'm better than good. I chug a beer. I chug another beer. Makes me hungry and thirsty, which is all the more reason to eat my last bit of salmon. And then give me the marble madness. Nice. Mashes down really quickly as well, thanks to our top tier, or I assume top tier glowing pickaxe. I've even got the timing down pat. Plus 0.7% extra damage for 5.1 seconds upon activation at night when it's raining, says Classic Frog. That's what it sounds like. I love it when my progress is meaningful. And it's hard to find meaningful in this game's skill tree. I don't think I played more than a few minutes of Pillars of Eternity, even if I did that, so perhaps it's a bit disingenuous me claiming that it's a PoE skill tree.
Enemy spotted!
Enemy kneecapped. Still at a loss as to how you perform the execution moves. I always just pull them off the same way, look at enemy and left click. Sometimes Robin does it, sometimes he does not. Also, sometimes he swings and he misses like he's playing the Morrowind of mining minigames. Beer. Beer is good, but for some reason when I pick it up, it doesn't stack into my quick inventory. I don't feel bad watching bad games, I feel bad to play them. Really? Doesn't it feel like even more of a waste of time? I suppose you can do something else in the meantime. I can't exactly go and plug away at another game whilst I'm streaming this. Or could I? Alright, that's plenty enough. There's no doubt more marble to be had here, but I only needed a dozen or so chunks of it. So the time has come. Get that trapper ability and we're going to go and liberate the Midlands by power of doing little fetch quests and such. Heavens knows. I wonder if we're going to take care of the sheriff once and for all. Maybe we kill the king himself, get some regicide under the belt. We do plenty of bad and nasty things as it is. Fly like the robin, Robin. Okay, found our bed, found a whole lot of stuff. Feels like gamblers always hang around my bed. Do they know they've got easy pickings for business here? What are they up to in there? Ironhead. I don't do Ironhead, do I? No, I do. I do quite a bit of Ironheading. And that's better than Copperheads. In due time, they don't exactly weigh much. Ah, welcome, Baron. Now, I dozed off before you finished.
Have you ever seen a dragon, stranger? I have. As big as the mountain and black as night.
So I think, Baron, you know what my question is already.
Is that so? Weren't you perhaps thinking of crocodiles?
How would you know such things? The charlatan.
Hardly. Just a former crusader and keen observer.
Good bloke. Pull him one. No. Wait. Pull me one. I'm running low on wine. Running low on everything.
Are you all right?
As so happens, I'm not. I'm just sitting here drinking. Drinking. And then... drinking till I pass out. Then I wake up and drink some more.
Well, that doesn't sound healthy. What troubles you, friend?
The things in my mind do. The things I saw in the crusade. The whites. The creatures.
I also had trouble sleeping when I returned. Had trouble with a lot of things.
I'm man. And you?
Robin? Robin Hood.
Good to meet a fellow crusader. Will you drink with me?
I don't mean to tell you how to live your life, but if you drink everything you own away, you won't do yourself any favors.
What else am I to do?
Don't you have some relatives or some place other than an inn where you could stay?
This is the whole problem. I was supposed to visit my brother after coming back.
Well, do it, Han. That might help. You'll tell him about all the wonders you've seen.
Yeah. What good would doing like that do?
Others will know what happened in distant realms, and you will feel better too. You have my word.
I'm too drunk to go there.
Then pull yourself together, right now. I'll help you reach your family. Stand up and point in the direction.
I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Much better than sitting here and drinking yourself to death. Too many people have lost themselves that way. Let's go.
I did not sign up for this.
You
This
know
is not a
those
consensual
monsters
side
cried when they
quest.
made me make Tom. They cried.
It would be really tragic if something happened to this drunkard. Very tragic indeed. How could you do that to me, Baron? I spend all my time believing in you, and I spend all my kopecks believing in you as well. How could you fail with the Iron Chad, who had 2 copies of... Christ, what's that horrible card called? It was a card so good you upgraded it as well. You can do it, drunken man. Draw 1, upgraded 2 cards, then place 1 card in the top of your draw pile. What was that one called again? The art is just someone crying out. To be sure. Oh, hang on, I should save him. This is in the Midlands. I thought this was a Peak District mission. Okay, well, he doesn't look so hot.
After the things I saw there, ain't nothing scaring me here no more. Nothing making an impression. Nothing.
Well, we got a few people trying to make an impression here. Oh, God. I'm sure that'll buff out. Oh, he is not long for this world. Robin, get up! Okay, well... Oh, wow, it just does you in? Wow. Let's hope that last save wasn't too long ago. So here's a side quest you just get sucked into like a vortex. And if you fail it, it's game over. That's brutal.
Have you...
Robin?
Well, I suppose that's fair. It was my intention to kill him from the start because I thought it was a
You
Peak
know
District
those
mission.
monsters cried when they
But we-
made Tom.
We crossed state
They
lines.
cried.
But the reason that, other than the game just game overing me for not saving the drunkard, we need the reputation in Midlands. We need it up to, I believe, 40% in order to proceed with the story. That is our main mission, right? Reputation in the East Midlands, 5 out of 40, and then speak to the Elder. There's no conquering a castle here. That's interesting. Very interesting indeed. Also, Willow for the board. I should probably do that as well. There are many things to do. And I wasn't even planning on doing any of this. I wanted to get back to my own little forest.
Hey, what was that?
Bet this guy's not even a crusader. He's doing British stolen valor.
After the things I saw there, ain't nothing scaring me here no more. Nothing making an impression. Nothing.
PJ Esquires in the chat to let us all know that this is the kind of streaming experience that they come along for. Thank you for encouraging this kind of... No, don't go too far. Thank you for encouraging this kind of high-quality gaming and gameplay. The Mohawk of the Midlands sends his regards. Come on, he was right next to the inn anyway.
It's here. Hey, definitely here. I think I'm feeling a little better now.
That's good to hear. Thinking of any concrete plans now?
I'll tell my brother about the beasts I've seen. Maybe someone will write this down somewhere. Like in some monastery?
Sounds interesting. I'd eagerly read a book based on tales like those.
For now, you'll have to make do with a riddle. Listen, Robin, what do you call this?
I'm not sure I enjoy riddles.
He's got the body of a lizard, the back of a fish, the head of a monkey, and the talons of a falcon.
This actually rings a bell.
Doesn't eat, doesn't drink. It feeds off air, and when it's scared, it changes color.
That's easy. A chameleon.
Wonderful. You really did take part in the Crusades. I want you to take this.
What is it?
Chameleon powder. They say you can burn it to summon a storm. And also this icon to remember me by.
A strange substance, to be sure. But thank you. Be well, and make good use of your knowledge.
Where's his brother that he was supposedly coming here for? Ah, Mick.
Thank you for bringing my brother to me. He'll recover once he gets some rest.
It was my duty. Be well.
There's no recovery from your AI voices, I'm afraid. In the meanwhile, just give me everything you own. These people look suspiciously rich. Look at that, they got their own house in the English countryside. So surely we should take from them. I'll have your mead. You can keep your eel and your flour. That stuff is meaningless to me right now. That gave me a surprising jump in Midlands liberation. There was also this boar thing, bringing Willow to somebody. What and where was that? Also, was it a Midlands quest? Because if it wasn't, it's just getting ignored. I'm not seeing it. Alright, sod that then. We're conquering Nottingham. Reach Robert de Fair's hideout. Now that is something that I do need to do over in the Midlands. But not something we'll do just yet. I need to get my tracking skill up. So we go all the way back to my village, which would be easier if I did it from the stable master. But you know what, we'll just ignore that. If I do it via the stable master, I don't have to pay the hunger and thirst, but I do have to pay coin. Both of which are pretty meaningless right now. 20 coins, or water, which is infinite and free, or meat, which is almost free and actually infinite. This game's got some mad balancing. It really shouldn't even have survival elements. But I'm sure the Poles know better. It's pre-taxes imposed by Labour. That's why the house still belongs to them. I have been out of the country too long to get that joke. Probably not a joke, though. Right, deposit the marble and we can use it for upgrades. Yeah, it's been, what now, 11 years since I left the UK? Not in a hurry to return, not by a long shot. God, there's no space in this storage. These days I get unreasonably mad at games with crummy inventory systems. Right, Trapper Hut. Oh, I'm missing one piece of willow because I used it on... Used it on what? My sword? Hold on. No. Think harder, Jake. You grabbed willow when you were out, meaning willow is... here. There we go. We're not short. Good. Did not want to jump back for no good reason. Take the doe arses, take the rabbit meat and the doe meat. Why I even have that, I don't know. It's a joke if you don't have to live there. I'm often glad I don't need to live in the UK anymore. Right. Let's make the trapper's hut freaking explode and then rebuild it. Functionally identical to how it was before. For reasons unknown. You guys have done a great job, maybe. Right, Trapper's Hut, I'm here because I need my tracker skill maxed out. Huzzah. And I don't think I need any of this other stuff, right? We can see 110 meters. Seeing through walls was actually very handy for some of this. Enemy vision, blah, blah, blah. But no, the intuition skill, seeing through walls, was very handy. I don't like that it costs me 2 skill points, but when am I ever going to? Shouldn't need any of the rest of that. And that frees up the rest of my skill points on my pillars tree for... well, health is good. Damage reduction, health increase... Maximum energy +3. My maximum energy is base 100, and you want me to spend 2 skill points increasing it by 3%. I mean, I guess I do keep getting tuckered out in battle. Was there anything else to increase that? Tool durability, yields, woodcutting. There we go. Let's have slightly more energy then. When people say PoE, they mean Path of Exile, not Pillars of Eternity. Okay, I get those two mixed up all the time. Probably because I've played neither of them, and it's all just PoE to me. But yes, Path of Exile, not Pillars of Eternity. Not my kind of games to begin with. Right, now that we have all these incredible skills, we can go out there and conquer the Midlands, all the way up to Nottingham. We need to go and deal with our final ally there. Never sounds good when I say deal with my ally, but let us go, because there's nothing else for me here. I suppose I could upgrade my armor, but the armor that I have right now is fine. Robin of Tesco, every little helps. Tesco, they got Tesco over here, but I don't shop at Tesco. I've got everything that I need very close by. Can you guys be hunted? Wait, are you even living? That is not the face of a creature that can be called living. Right, I hope we get done with this area quite quickly, because it looks horrible. And no, I'm not just saying that it's England, just look at this horrible fog that carpets the place. I think it had a bit of a colour tone smeared over it last time I was here. And there are also quests I should be able to do now because I have tracking.
My lord, help. You seem like someone who can handle himself in the woods.
I've needed the ability to do that more than once. Call me Robin. What's happening?
God be good. It's my husband Jordan. He went mushroom picking and hasn't been back for too long.
Maybe you took a break from it at a local inn.
That's not like him. Something must have happened. Can you track people?
Of course, this forest is my home.
Then you are a godsend. Please, look around our house. Maybe you'll find some sort of trail.
All right. I'll be back with your Jordan.
If I must. So we use our not Witcher sense, and look at that, a trail. And then it stops dead, and then you have to wait for your ability to track to very slowly build up again. Oh, just gets better and better. It's got a bit of that graveyard keeper problem where the premise seems pretty good, and the more you play, the more awful you realize it is. Wait, the trail goes here and then dies? This doesn't seem right. Maybe the trail started there, but then actually went in this direction. But I gotta wait for this thing to recharge before I can check again. Okay. No, it's just here and then it goes over here and then stops. Oh, well, sorry lady, I'd love to help you, but someone's wandering around with a lot of money that belongs to me and not them. Deadly taxes kill the tax collector. It's quite harsh. Now you see him, now you don't see him. Thanks for the money, and see you later. Pearl necklace, golden chalice. Doesn't matter, I'm gone. I was never here. Alright, so this is what I'm tracking. I guess it goes around here a bit. I'm not here. I am never here. I think the enemies are going to be notably tougher over here. It's amazing. So you can parry somebody and then Robin, in his infinite wisdom, decides to just lock onto another character. Where in the world is it? Oh, here's that tracking. Aha, well, guys, just keep following me over here. I've got a job to do anyway. You're a great way for me to... wait, what? What do you mean invincible? Whatever, go away. Who says godsend like that? Well, whoever this AI has been trained on, of course. Yeah, they got their mandated break to take. Not pursuing criminals too far. Oh, okay. If you tap R2 quickly, you cancel out a Witcher sense. That's right, we're mushroom picking, aren't we? So I guess that's the mushroom that we see. And from here... From here, something's going on. Oh no, he's been surrounded by the Wolf Tribe warriors again. I shall save you. Excuse me, what was that? No?
Please help.
What a shot.
What do you want, Greenface? I've beaten these demons, and I'll beat you too.
Hold on, and be calm. Jordan, is it?
Correct. That's what they call me. I've the strength of the forest within me. So mind what you're asking.
Unbelievable. Let me see you better. What did you stuff yourself with? Which mushrooms did you try?
The special ones. They gave me power.
Mm-hmm. They'd also given you a swift death if I hadn't fought those demons.
They were werewolves, and I almost had them all by myself. Greenface.
No, they weren't. And no, you didn't. This is no time for a debate. Your wife is worried.
Matilda. I've forgotten all about her. I must get back.
Well, isn't this the perfect timing for a good memory? I'll take you home. You're in no state to travel on your own.
There's so many people in this game doing mushrooms. It's such a recurring theme here. I also wonder, when they got the actual voice actor who's doing Robin, did they do it where they actually had him talking and they generated the AI voices at the same time? Or did they just give Robin the lines and then work the AI around that? I dread to imagine. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. But hey, this is the future of gaming. It can surely only get better. Think of all the resources we free up, and the budget we free up to focus on larger tasks at
Forest Lord,
hand.
there they call him, takes me a hunting. Where the oak, where the wood, where the mistletoe prosper. That's where the purpose of life I spy.
Jordan, have mercy. Focus on the road.
Actually, you make an amazing target. And then I'll take care of these guys, and all is relatively well. How you holding up there, Jordan? Guaranteed crits on the back. We needed that to deal with the boss last time. God, he was a nightmare. Was that meant to be singing? Yeah, I'm not sure if we taught the AI to sing yet or not. Oh my days, the music industry is in for a bombshell when that happens. Can't come soon enough, frankly. They'll probably find some legal way around it. What they'll do is they'll charge a royalty for anyone using AI for music, because the AI was clearly trained on their music, so they've created it all, really. I have nothing but contempt for the music industry.
Thank you. I feel a bit better. I think I had something in my eyes. Did I almost die back there?
You almost did. Please, next time be more careful on your mushroom excursions.
I will be. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. Take this with you. 'Cause you know, I mean that I'm sorry.
Thought as much. Thank you.
Alright, again with the weird mushrooms. We're building up a collection of them as well. Wait, why is antidote one of my special items? Fairly pile these up. Wish we Resident Evil style discarded the used ones. Anyway. Got my beer, got my bomb, got my cheese, got my water bottle. What else is worth having here? The bread. Chew our way through the bread. AI can already sing, just like this AI image generation. You can use AI to make entire songs. Just give it the prompts, the style, the lyrics. It'll interpret it accurately. It's quite impressive. And will surely only get better. And yeah, don't remind me about that hi-fi. The music industry's already... No, not that one. It's Fryhits. They get music... they get money for every storage device because you could copy music onto it. That's the case in Sweden. I would dread to think it's the case in the rest of the world, but maybe it is. Just such a contemptible industry. Right, so we're right in the lair of the beast now. Surely going... Yeah, well, I'm in the sheriff's warehouse. That's probably part of it. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Although think of the goods I could liberate. Heck, they're right there, and my reputation is not yet gained for it. I need the reputation anyway. I might as well massacre everybody here and take their goods. That's what the Mohawk of the Midlands will do. But how do I get into the goods? Surely they wouldn't make it so easy here at the end game. Make my life a little easier, though, by chugging a beer. That's the good stuff.
Show yourself.
Oh, boy.
It's Robin.
Right, you get hobbling for me.
Shoot him down, man.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Where did the archer go? Not seeing him, so it's not my problem. We've got so much block penetration that anybody not using a shield, we don't care if they're blocking, just swing and we break right through. Anybody using a shield can say goodbye to their legs, and then say goodbye to everything else.
Hit him down.
But the way that the archers double time walk... What do you mean invincible?
Ah! It's the enemy!
Invincible your way out of that. How do we get to you?
Can't take any more from me. Family will starve.
I sure would fancy a steaming bowl of porridge.
I don't know what they were thinking adding American voices into this game.
Why are you bothering me? Go away.
Frankly, they shouldn't have that in any game. Oh, that's a trap. That is a trap and a half. But could I perhaps disable the trap?
I think I've heard something. It's Robin. Get him.
Okay, good. I was worried these were going to trigger by me standing on them. But worrying should be a thing of the past. Ow. Bleeding is a thing of the now, it seems. Bleed was another status ailment we had to care about with the previous boss. Come on now. Okay, the gold has phased into the ground there. But that's okay. I'm here for the goods. But more than anything, the reputation. Surprising, I know, but money just doesn't have the value for me anymore. When I can just print my money en masse. Right, can I drop down without you noticing? And then put an end to you. Easily. Oh, Lord.
Well now, certainly a page right out of a holy book. I'll return it to the monk.
The monk? Which monk? My monk? My friar? Situation unclear. Oh, could I use this to... No, okay. I thought maybe I could bring that thing up and down to have my filthy way with this guy as he walked over it, but... I was clearly hoping for too much. So how does one get the reputation from here? I already stole the page. There does not appear to be more people to kill here. Perhaps by stealing the warehouse key. And stealing all their tatties? Perhaps that opens up the area down below. You're asking way too much of this game. Yes, I know, I know. Eternal optimist. Boy, could do with some high explosives for this. The thought occurs that I came here without any way to repair my fancy new sword. I don't have... Good. Not good. I don't have any repair kits. I forgot the repair kits I do have are made for crummy, low-quality items. Like my old silver sword. Sorry to say such harrowing things about it, but it was low quality. And we're already halfway through burning this Albion. Repairs good quality, good quality, good quality, good quality, low quality. None of my repair kits fix high quality, so I need to fix that when I get back to my forest home. Which, upon learning, this might be sooner. This game looks fun to me. You know, PC or console? I'm on the PC. Almost every game I stream is PC. Because it's just so much more convenient than linking up my capture card. Which essentially makes that thing a big fat waste of Swedish taxpayers' money. So is this what the sheriff is keeping so valiantly hidden here? All his onions and garlics and raw eels? I wasn't aware eel was such a big hit back in Blighty. Okay, one key is good, but how about another key item key? To add to our fat growing collection. They couldn't stack or anything like that. Ever heard of jellied eels? Ah, yeah. Not sure I've had them. Poison arrow, wine, salt. So, huzzah, we got the stolen goods. If I find the magistrate or local equivalent, I can return that for the reputation, right? Let's just assume yes. Meanwhile, though, I want to head over here. The rivers were so polluted, it was the only fish they could eat. Ew.
I don't know you. Leave me be.
That's the game talking to you. Hang on, bed? Why is it saying bed? Is my bed here? Sure doesn't look like it. But there is an event, possibly a hanging event or burning execution event. And those are good free ways to build up reputation in the area, so get me all over that. I say free, I have to nail the very easy archery shot. Here we go, the disgrace of Nottingham. Yet again, someone is being very poorly hanged. Yeah! And yet again, it's Robin to the rescue. I'm rescuing. Hey. And that guy's legs were too strong. How's he still going? Get down. You too.
Oh! Ow!
You think you're gonna do any better than your friends? I gotta say, the combat in this game has not evolved in any way. It's just the same stuff again and again. The enemies get tougher, but my sword gets stronger. They hit harder, but my health grows. That's not very meaningful progression. Had things more meaningfully progress in Avorion. What a shot. What a shot from Robin.
Pin him down.
Funny thing is, archers are nightmares in melee, because they have very fast attacks with their bow.
Shoot him down.
Actually, I'm gonna have a big problem with you. So I get for not speccing my archery. Suddenly I have someone I can only take out with archery. It's alright, it's worth taking zeros on the head because it will expose his face for vast amounts of arrows to the face. Okay. You would get there eventually.
Many thanks, Hooded One.
Don't mention it. But next time, you'll have to be more mindful of your head.
Keep this gold. You'll have more use for it.
Well, normally yes, but...
Keep this gold for yourself.
Good luck on the road, stranger.
Reputation up 2.5%. We're getting there. In fact, we're getting there a lot faster than I had imagined. Could it be that the end of this game is within sight? People are highly excited at the very idea. Also, there's the steward. The steward of the Frostlands is here, and I've got all your stolen goods. And I'm just going to believe you're the steward as well. Goodness, there are a lot of people here that want me dead for some reason. Okay. We're not going to be able to talk while I'm getting shot, are we? Nope. Ugh. Don't need reminded how filthy England is. Hello, steward.
Greetings. Are you the steward here?
I am. Any chance you've seen some suspicious goods around Midlands? They could be ours, because we've been robbed.
I believe this might belong to you.
Thank you, stranger. May word of a great savior spread.
Be well.
I could sell that for gorillions of dollars. Instead, I just give it away for 1.5% reputation. Horrifying. End of game in sight. What a horrible sight. The duality of viewership. Alright, so this is hopefully the last guy, the weird bearded guy that we met in the forest told us to go and see. In our efforts to stabilize the region. Because we need to work together with the wealthy, not entirely against them, as long as they subscribe to our views. That said, how do I get inside here? The front door, perhaps? Unthinkable. Hail, hooded friar.
I've been informed of a hooded traveler's arrival. You seem to fit the description.
Let me guess. By a tall man with a long grey beard, who speaks in riddles?
You know the answers to those questions.
Right. So can you help me find Robert de Ferris?
Follow the tunnel and you will find him.
What tunnel?
Okay. Beget riddles with more riddles.
What a thick-headed ass the sheriff is.
I can make it. I just have to keep working somehow.
We all good here? Good heavens, how did they build all these catacombs? You'd be inviting sinkholes with this. Nice of them to put gamer paint all over the place in case I fall into the water, though.
I can make it. I just have to keep working. Somehow.
I'll steal their money and their ale. They're clearly too rich.
So this is what the Scourge of the Sheriff looks like. The story's got me curious, I'll give you that.
Robert de Ferris. I've heard about you from...
I know who told you about me, and he doesn't like it when you talk about him behind his back.
Well, he's not here.
You never know with that fellow, except for how he's never wrong.
He certainly gave the impression. I've come asking for help.
But you've come in to offer some too, right?
You take the side of the poor and regular people of Nottingham. I couldn't act any differently.
I too couldn't stand idly by at the sight of such a threat.
So, can we come to an agreement?
Of course, Robin. We'll see how it goes, but yes, we have a chance for an agreement.
Then I'd like to ask you about a few things.
Go ahead, ask.
Who are you?
Right, I've heard more about you than you've heard about me. A fair question.
I think so too.
I'm Roberto Ferres, but you already know that. My father and his father before him governed Nottingham.
Recall that name. Tell me about your father.
Trumanda Ferres, as that was his name, was elected to the office of sheriff by the local families. Lindons, Peverils, and others voted for my father to keep watch over these lands.
I knew I remembered him. I've heard that he was a just ruler.
He was. Thank you, Robin. It probably gives you an idea why I, the son of the previous sheriff, have to hide in the underground.
I think so.
Father was unjustly sentenced and imprisoned in the dungeon where he died. I had to run. Now, I crave revenge. I also want to unite the realm.
A noble goal. But how do you see things improving?
Do you know what the difference was between my father and the sheriff who rules currently? This one was chosen by the king. Such power, such amount of it should not come from a king. It should come from the people, those who inhabit the realm and face the hardships of everyday life. It's the only guarantee of peace.
It's the only way to lift this land from poverty and lawlessness. I agree with you, Robert. Why are you hiding here?
Because of my name and who I am, but also because of the people who are forced to descend into the sewers. I won't leave them. I've been taught to care for my own, and I'll do so until the last breath in my chest and the last drop of blood in my veins. Not to mention, that castle rightfully belongs to me, not that slithering governor. The vile bastard.
Vile bastard indeed. Is there any way I can help you with improving the situation around here?
Yes, Robin, you can. More than you imagine.
I'm all ears then.
One task relates to my son and nephew. The other, I'm not sure about the other. I only know there's a threat to the inhabitants of Nottingham.
Tell me something about the threat to Nottingham. It sounds alarming.
That it is. I'm not exactly sure how to start talking about it.
How about from the beginning? Slowly.
Something in Nottingham takes the commoners. They typically disappear somewhere close to St. Mary's Church. The place has actually been scaring the faithful away because of this. No one wants to visit it.
It should be a safe haven for all.
It should, but it no longer is. Besides that, the disappearances and unrest relate to something else.
Namely?
To the arrival of a certain man from Gisburn. I don't know much about him, but he's said to dabble in alchemy or some such strange practices.
I know herborists and alchemists. They're not so strange once you get to know them.
Yes, of course. Melissa, for example. I don't know a smarter person myself, but that's not the thing.
What is it then?
It's that everyone fears the man. Even the sheriff regrets recruiting him.
How do you know?
Word has it that he was supposed to brew an entire list of mixtures for the sheriff. Poisons, a youth potion, but also one that would cause the subject to obey him without question or a shadow of a doubt.
It sounds like something the sheriff would want. Unconditional obedience and eternal rule. But that's just a daydream. I had him pegged for at least a more pragmatic man.
Of course, that's fantasy, but something is changing. This whole alchemist is evil, simply diabolical. I've heard he relies on his experiments more strongly than you do on your bow.
We'll see about that. I'll take a look around St. Mary's. You can rest assured of that. Tell me about your son.
Harlow is impatience. He's always been like that. Damn, I can't even tell who he takes after with that, so I can't really be angry with him.
I understand. But what's the problem?
The problem is, he's not here. Same goes for my nephew, Ryder. The lads have been friends since they were kids, and they've never been short on foolhardy ideas.
That's the appeal of having children, Robert. Tell me what they did, and I'll try to help them.
The situation is quite grim. I've been told Harlow is at Melissa the herbalist, struck down with fever. He was wounded by the sheriff's men. Melissa is skilled with her trade and she's doing what she can, but...
Time is running out.
Precisely. Ryder seems to have left in search of something that could help him, but he's gone missing himself.
Right. Time to visit the herbalist and track down Ryder then. I'll also find some medicine for Harlow.
Waste no time. Remember to mention me at Melissa's, else she'll throw you right out the door. You'll find her in the swamp south of Nottingham.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you about
Lovely.
Go ahead, ask.
Maybe later after.
Right, that's the typical approach here. Get given some missions, they'll surely boost my reputation, get it to 40, advance on. But let's see what's going on over at St. Mary's. Terrible what St. Mary's did for the Irish. And hopefully don't come back down here until all is well and done. And don't talk to me about a steaming bowl of porridge, that does sound rather nice. I have oats for breakfast just about every day, but these days it's not porridge. It was porridge almost every day in Sweden, though.
For the Almighty's sake, have you maybe seen a caravan driving this way?
Unfortunately, no. Is something the matter?
Clearly, for this must be a punishment of some kind.
Brother Lawrence reflecting on the game as a whole here.
Easy there, Friar. Why would you be punished?
A transport carrying goods to our church isn't showing up on time.
Do you suspect trouble?
I know there's trouble. I worry for our brother's safety. The transport included candles, and those are a precious target for outlaws.
It'd be rather silly to hunch over tomes with no candlelights, but isn't this exaggerating a little?
They're what lets us measure time in our tower. From prayer to prayer.
Right.
Without them, it won't be just us unable to keep track of time, but also the local people relying on our measurements.
I understand. Sadly, I don't know what happened to your transport, Friar.
I'm Brother Lawrence. You wouldn't happen to know how to track, would you, stranger?
Of course I do. Do you want me to help locate your lost transport?
Praise the Lord. Yes, we need exactly that. The caravan should have been following a route down the main road. I'll show you where that goes. If anything happened to it, that road must be to blame.
I'll do what's in my power.
Please, find the lost transport. Find out what happened to the brothers who...
I'll do what's in my power.
It's mockery of voice. It's kind of painful to hear. Which does make me worry when it gets so good that we don't notice anymore. Troubling. All very troubling. Part of me says I should save first, but another part of me says, sod it, get moving. What's the matter, Robin? Bad at video games? Gosh, I got gamer paint slashed all over here in the Midlands. Midlands? Nottingham? Yeah, this is Nottingham proper. I'd do best to remember that.
What do they need all of our food and livestock for anyway?
Hear ye! Hear ye! A citywide curfew.
Such an eerie game on the whole, isn't it? Who made this and why? What were they trying to achieve?
Is there anything you need?
Good to know I can get pine resin here. The bombs. But really, I'm just here to sell off any excesses I have, which I might not have much of. Pearl necklace, bye-bye, bye-bye. Even the honey roast boar. Hunger and health, perhaps, but coins immediately. Chalice is gone. I'm starting to think that I do not need all these wolf hides. They're just weighing me down. Even the bear hides? Yeah, even the bear hides. Off you go. I haven't used lard at all, I think. Ditto snail syrup, even the honey. Could maybe add into compresses, but we have healing by the plenty right now. Bye-bye jellied eel. Bye-bye raw doe meat. Doe asses have to go too. Ornate dagger. It's all just money to me. What would be very handy is if you sold me repair kits for my high-quality sword. That is the main thing that stops me just being out here indefinitely. I forgot to make those. Also, can I sell my repair kits? That's a no. Of course, that's a no. Gutting. Cheap Polish store brand Witcher, as opposed to Witcher? Man, playing Witcher 1 was misery. I guess that was the point, though. It was, after all, a punishment game. Wonder if I can get the drop on this fellow. Probably gonna have to deal with him anyway. Ah.
To arms, brothers!
Could have sworn he'd turned the other way, but what do I know? Get limping, lad. At least the enemies are dropping big fat stacks of cash for me these days. Could probably subsist on that, RimWorld style. So as it happens, I've just ended up at yet another sheriff warehouse. It's got warehouses everywhere. You there, grieving lady. I can put you out of your misery if you like. That's what Albion was made for. I think not.
Good tidings, Friar. A bit empty around this church. Is there a wedding coming up?
Almighty, bring us deliverance. Lord, have mercy on us. Father, grant us respite.
I was only joking. Is everything all right here?
The devil infested the church beneath, and I was the one to let him. I feel the flames sink in me.
Brother, that's not how it works, does it? Calm down and tell me what happened.
What? What works, stranger?
You sound unwell. Did you even hear what I said to you?
What are you doing here, fool? This place is no longer sacred. The devil dwells under the floor in the wills behind the columns.
Easy, easy. It takes a lot to scare me. Please, explain what you mean.
I've made the catacombs underneath the abbey available to the devil himself. By the order of the sheriff, no less. The other brothers left, fled. They fear returning.
What of the people who visited this place?
They were threatened that they would disappear if they came here. Many have gone missing. The devil dragged them into the earth.
I don't understand.
Dragged them with his claws. Right here, into the hallowed grounds, no less. It's my fault. God, forgive me.
Wait. Are you trying to say that the faithful are disappearing in the church, and the sheriff is involved?
Yes, and that I know how. I know how he's involved.
Tell me how, calmly. It'll be easier for you that way, I promise.
Guy of Gisburn. A man of a monstrous face. And cold, hollow eyes. He's here.
Is he one of the sheriff's men?
Not a man, a beast. He's said to serve the sheriff, but I know the devil serves none other than himself.
What is he doing here, then?
Some satanic experiments. Hides in the catacombs. Sometimes emerges on the sheriff's orders.
I see. The sheriff's henchman, but with an agenda of his own. That's dangerous.
Pray with me. Perhaps that will expel him.
I'm afraid it's too late for prayer. The time is for action. Don't worry, Friar. Tell me where this devil is hiding.
You can't handle him.
I'm Robin Hood. It's not my first time handling such people.
You are Robin Hood. Saints and heavens above. All the demons to plague one temple.
What?
You've murdered my brother. He was a royal soldier. Fiend! Scoundrel! Help!
Calm down. Listen, if that happened, there had to be a very good reason for it.
Help! Devil from below! Come meet your fellow from the woods! May you bleed each other to death!
What? What are you doing?
Help! Away with you, beast! Brigand!
You are deemed a fox in your world, but to me, you look like a field mouse.
Not in the mood for fairy tales.
I have a different vision of my end. I'm thinking a room of my own, surrounded by my loved ones.
I don't know what you mean. I'm just fulfilling my duty to the good people of Sherwood.
You are a slave to your conscience and untreated complexes.
You speak like a scholar, but you're just an ordinary butcher and sadist.
I'm anything but ordinary.
Who's the one with untreated complexes here?
Certainly not Guy of Gisburn, the Alchemist. The one to first uncover the secret of ultimate power.
There you go with your fairy tales again. If we can't have a serious conversation, then allow my arrows to do the talking. It ends here and now.
Whoa, Christ. And no, it's not so good it's bad, Judo. It's so bad it's bad. This AI voice acting, it keeps bringing new lows. Almost impressively so. Right, guy of grizzly bits. Time for you to freaking die. I hope you accept arrows to the legs like all of your... Wait, where'd he go? He left me some arrows. Armor penetration, so it's 20 seconds of 50 poison damage. What? Maybe I should take it, just in case. What is he up to? Very suspicious looking floor here. Perhaps there's something that could be done here. We had a puzzle like this before with moving around statues like this. We need to find something that gives it away, perhaps them. So they're looking left, right, and back. From left to right, right, and back. Left. Oh, they go in 45 degrees, huh? How left and right and back? Pure... No, it's left forward. And back right. Alright. Pure right in the center. Like so. And round she goes. Oh, okay. Down we go, Robin. Getting a bit worried for the durability of my sword while all this is going on. I'll need to return back to my forest hideout soon enough, and I might regret selling my awesome sword if it turns out I can't repair this thing. If it needs platinum or palladium, I'm in deep doo-doo. Oh no. Gamer paint again. not the sheriff's precious garlic and onions. Not here. I am just not here. Credit where it's due, they changed the timing on their big bad attack, so it's hard to parry. Alright, how about we just do it the old-fashioned way? The storehouse looks like a logistical nightmare. How do they store anything around here? But the more questions you ask, the sadder you get playing this game. Also, more iron heads, please. Getting pretty loaded in the iron heads. That's definitely where we transition to after copper heads. Oh god, not you again. Did that just work? Looks like it opened that already. I'm gonna make life a lot easier for myself if I just... I was gonna say if I don't get caught and I just execute these people. Ass Creed style. What?
Did you hear that? It's the enemy!
Must have missed the part where I owned the psychosis gun and I turned him over to my side.
Fire at will!
Maybe his name's Will. You wanna keep doing that? It was pretty cool. Alright, now run off and fight your friends for me again. Ah, okay. Sure. Take it, but I won't read it. I'll not be shackled down by the need to read. Maybe it's an ally? If it were an ally, they would have had a green health bar. But of course they did not. Well, it's a shame this is a completely necessary quest to do. But it'll also be good to know that once it's done, it'll be behind me. Just like the whole game. You keep stretching, and I'll keep killing. Poorly. Too high level for execution. Ooh, jugger. Yeah, actually, level 32 is no joke. Level 34 even. Alright, Robin's tired. He needs a break. Just leave me be. I said leave me be. Stubbed his toe. Okay, here's another one of these things to fiddle around with. And I needed to open up that gate over there, so just round you go. Hey, easy money. Of all the money I've had, that's got to be the easiest. All that for... This is a trap, isn't it? trap or not? I have a funny feeling I was meant to go down there. Is that gonna reactivate? On Earth as in heaven. You're fine, Robin. A disconcertingly fast lift. Anyway, I'm gonna horribly die here if I don't do something about that, so chug a beer and rub some paste over your chest. Actually, maybe rub the other paste over your chest. I have a lot of health to regain. The basement is bigger than the bloody town above it. We're still right here in the center. Good God.
Congratulations. It's a shame. All that effort just for you to die.
I don't care about your mood. I've heard of you. You've been disrupting my work. I don't like that.
I'm afraid I have alternative plans for you.
My plans are mine to carry out. You, on the other hand, will answer for all the people you hurt.
Is that right, Robin? A few corpses laid on the altar of scholarly progress.
I can't make heads or tails of you. You speak grand words, but wallow in the blood of the innocent.
The blood, the pain. Suffering is just a part of the path. A part of a greater schemata.
And what would the sheriff's input be here?
He thinks himself great, but in truth, only a useful idiot.
Right. I should have pictured Nottingham becoming a fightless nest.
You're misinterpreting. Nottingham has the opportunity to become the cradle of progress. Imagine people no longer suffering under the weight of their labors. All it takes is a sip of my mixture.
You sound like a charlatan.
I'm a naturalist. Some potions can grant them strength. Others still prolong their life. I don't know how to make those yet, but it's only a matter of time. A matter of patience.
When the compound leaves the body, will it just wear off?
Well, that's what I'm working on. Sacrifices are necessary, Robin.
That's simply inhuman. Have you seen these people's agony?
You'd make
Have we?
nothing of their agony if you understood the fruits of progress.
Nonsense. You'd understand the nature of progress if you cared about them.
We shan't see eye to eye, miserable green fox. We shan't. Regrettable. So resilient. You could be of so much use to me.
I'd sooner die.
Yes, indeed. That seems like your only choice.
My choices are mine, and mine alone.
Are you certain of that?
I write the pages of my history. How about you?
Alright, Guy of Gisburn, how do you go down? I imagine I have to just die. Okay, there wasn't enough gamer paint on there for Robin to complete the jump. Don't worry, I'm sure it checkpointed us right after I fell. Oh, I'll tell you what it didn't do. It didn't apply all my healing. Okay, so I used the bomb to start the healing process. It didn't save the healing. Oh well, what's a man to do?
Don't care.
Is that...
Just mash through it and then, okay, have at you. But this time I'd rather like to slather my chest. Here we go. Here's where the gamer paint is. Oh, easy now. Jump this way. Not other way. pretty good at those shots, eh? I'm gonna need a beer if I want to keep up with him. Okay, thank you, Gamer Paint. Am I meant to shoot him or something? It's an idea. Oh no, not this again. We hate the poison effect. We also die to this if we don't enjoy a lovely beer. Oh god, no. Okay, there are also holes in the ground. Let us make note of that. Is the water level rising, perhaps? Otherwise, what reason do I have to even get moving? Also, let's perhaps use iron instead of copper here, because it seems like my main way of damaging this guy is shooting him. Ah, okay. More poison. My favorite. Even though I was on the other side of the pillar that he hit with that. It is rising, isn't it? Right, none of that. Okay, maybe lots of that. Yeesh. Okay, I feel like the lesson here was bring more antidote or die. This time, though, I won't fall through the ground, maybe. Instead, I'll pick up all this stuff. Move it, Robin, moving. Move it. No! Oh, dearie me. Here we go again. Slather it up. Chug yourself a beer. Be ready. Mash spacebar to get through that, and a. Do not eat the poison. It's very deadly. No, 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 no. Ah. Can't cancel out of drawing the bow. Funny how, of all the characters, Robin Hood struggles to draw his bow faster than the common mook. Also, keep on chugging, Robin. Oh, come on, Robin! How was that a hard jump to make? Yeah, I'm getting all sorts of flashbacks to, say, Castlevania 64 platforming, and that was some grim times. Slather it on, Robin. Enjoy a beer. Maybe top up on water and a bit of bread as well. Because the beer makes you hungry and thirsty for some reason. And then prep myself with... You know what? How about some antidote on top of everything else? This could end up being my most deadly boss fight. And this guy hasn't even killed me yet. It's all been the rising waters. Oh, hang on, hang on. He's wearing a fancy helmet, so he is. Meaning if I knock it off of him... Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on some more. Move it, Robin! No, don't walk into the water. Oh, Christ, Robin. There's some first-class misery in this experience. Do you want the fire back? No, this is still not as bad as the fire. Not by much, though.
Don't kill them.
That's good. I want that helmet of his off so I can score cracking headshots. Although that seemed like headshot damage anyway. Okay, well he's got him blocked off the way to the going up through the poison, so I have to eat the poison. How unfortunate. Very unsporting of him using all that poison. How could he? Not to mention hitting me when I'm climbing up here. Don't worry, I can see just fine. He's getting very rude with the poison today. Would you give it a rest, laddie? Not even sure you can dodge that stuff. Glad I didn't take the antidote though, because antidote does not give you any immunity to the poison, so you can get poisoned, drink the antidote, and just get poisoned again. Where am I going from here? That's the bigger question, is where I'm going from here. Let's move it, Robin, move. Let's just keep on topping up the poison. How did he get more poison on me? Would this guy give it a rest? Oh, easy now. I think he might be unmatched. Anywhere to go from here, or is this just the battle to the death now? This would be a monstrous place to run out of arrows or bow durability. Or, the way this is going, ways of healing. Time for you to go. Okay, that was nothing short of horrible. Now let's just not fail the platforming segment and get out of here. Can you shoot the arrows he shoots at you? Not sure. Not sure wanting to try was ever on the cards either. Poor Robin's very thirsty after drinking all that beer, though. There we go. Trying to imagine going through that without beefing up my own health stats. It's a scary thought. Stability, damage reduction. Got anything that still buffs me up yet further? Energy regeneration? That's hardly the consideration. It's more about reducing the amount of expenditure that I spend, but more sword damage, I'll take that. Alright, one of the two big things done.
The only cure.
Surely. Oh, no, nobody here. Nobody here, sunshine. Just turn around and be on your merry way. Did we get 0 loot for all that nonsense? It would appear... almost. Looks like I picked up a recurve bow, which is a little bit worse than my existing bow. Although maybe I found that already and it was as a way of saying, hey, you might need a bow for this upcoming fight. But anything to repair with would be very welcome. Perhaps too welcome. Look, would you not be here for a second, please? Oh, oh, oh. Oh, well. Oh, well. To hell with the glow-in-the-dark mooks. They gotta go. Starting to think you were right about the underground catacombs being bigger than Nottingham itself.
This place needs to be cleaned up.
Come on, there's got to be something to make that all worth my while. I got some gemstones? Really? Well, the topaz and diamonds... No building material seems to be worth it. In fact, no items really seem to be worth it anymore. Maybe there's a shortcut back to the church here. Native English speakers, not even once.
Hope you rot.
This wall is very suspicious.
Something's rotting in this state.
What the sarding, Hal? Who are you? Who?
Robin Hood. And I've seen what you do here. I'm not about to waste my breath on you. It ends here, and now.
Now. That Robin Hood. Don't get uppity. I've heard of you.
I don't care much about that.
I've heard. No talk when Big Brother Adam talk. He's smart.
Did you need to share one mind among all three?
Uncalled for. Don't make light about dear Nicholas. He's a good lad.
I doubt that.
You'll see. For example, how proficient he is at removing limbs from the body. Unless you drop dead from my poisons first.
Quiet. No one's tearing anything off of anyone. Yet.
I tear. Wanna tear.
Don't you want to join us, Robin? We have food, we have gold, we have power.
Are you mocking me?
Absolutely not. We could use someone like you. A shrewd avenger to strike fear. Fear. Yes, Robin. They use that word a lot to talk about you.
They do. The ones who don't know me. The ones who deserve punishment.
If you say so. But we're not doing anything wrong. We wrest pieces out of the rich. Pieces of meat. Pieces of gold. Pieces of freedom.
You're a piece yourself. A piece of shite. I've seen you torture people. I've seen you eat them. I'll never do such things. Never. That's not about to change for any reason.
Shame. I tried. You won't best us. 3 against 1. You're letting fate into nothing here. Together with you.
Neither I nor my legend will fade into nothing. Fight me.
Where did any of this come from? Did we really see these people eating other people? I have no recollection of that. But sure enough, I don't want to die here either. One of them claimed to be using poisons, and I am not up for more poison nonsense. Trouble is, I don't know which one's the poison guy. If I had to guess, it's the one that's keeping distance. I just keep rubbing stuff all over my chest. Keeps me good. Don't worry about that. With all the quiver stuff, we have steel arrows on backup. They all go hobbling. Alright, what a weird interaction that was. I got an achievement for it. What was all that about? The Cortel brothers are no more. The land will be better off for it. Okay, but did I get... No, I got no reputation for killing these people. Why did I even come this way? The quest for fat loot. And sure enough, my beloved new sword is almost destroyed, so I need to deal with that. So many things to deal with. I mean, I like what they did with this place. Can't have been easy to carve a burning skull out of stone in the ceiling. Has a certain ambience going. Great use of stock assets. Nintendo, hire this man. Oh god, don't get stuck in that, Robin.
Sarding bastards! I'll kill you. I'll turn your bones to beads and send them to your families.
Easy. I don't work with them. I'm here to free you.
Well, that changes everything. Am I free to go?
Yes, you're free to leave. Can you?
Thank you, my good man. Yes, I'll manage to leave.
That's the most important thing. Watch out, and don't let them catch you. I still have something to take care of here.
See me in my jewelry workshop. Thanks to you, I can resume business.
I'll pay you a visit. Until later.
The sheriff appears cold and composed, but like a cornered animal, he bites and snaps at all those around him. He places his greatest hopes in a powerful champion whose identity thus far remains shrouded in mystery.
I beg your pardon? Seems like these things come out of nowhere, but it usually means, yeah, there we go. Usually means I've built up a new threshold of reputation. Chobin says he had something else to take care of around here, but I'm not seeing anything else worthy of my time. Unless there's more going on down here. Slink yet further into the pits of hell? Or is this not the way I came in? I think that's exactly what it is. And the wall is still there. I'm going to give it one last check. And if I still see nothing, we just double back. It's very non sequitur, the writing in this, so Robin could well have been referring to nothing at all when he said he still has work to do. Perhaps over here? Ooh. But remember, my sword can't handle much more. Don't throw too much at me now, game. I don't even know if I have the gubbins to repair this sword, because I've yet to find any platinum or palladium. We just don't have that kind of technology. I'm going to need you to not turn around. Sword can't handle real combat, so I need to just assassinate. Does this not feel like I'm going the opposite way? Maybe there were two entrances to this area. Can't tell if they're looking at me or not. They probably are, right? Must have been the wind, my friend. Just the wind. While we're at it, I don't want to spend all these expensive arrows. Might need those someday. We'll stick to copperheads for now. Yes. What in the blazes am I even doing down here? This is nothing at all what I was meant to be dealing with. I was meant to be returning something to the Friar Man. That's fine, you just stay. Oh, come on!
It doesn't look like it's come from an animal either.
Oh, I get it. I think this is the way I was meant to come here, so that I'd understand all the horrors these people are up to. Hence the talk earlier. Please, I don't want to be here anymore.
I could use a good night's sleep. But where?
What is going on, Goodman? Hang on, this is my bed. This is Robin's chest, Robin's bed, Robin's everything. I live here. Okay, well if I'm gonna live here, I'm gonna save here. Yes, llama. Just yes. And I'm back out in Nottingham. How extremely bizarre. So Robin is one of these weird flesh-eating creatures. They must skip that in the Robin Hood lore. Ooh, cotton! Wasn't aware cotton was native to Nottingham. But we learned so much about England playing this game. There's no gamer paint here, so we can't jump over. All in all, such a bizarre experience playing this game.
We will prevail to witness better days.
Infinite is your wisdom and grace. We strive to join you after our many trials.
The green devil slayed the red one. There will always be one. Always.
Come to your senses, man. There are no devils here. The church is safe and free now.
What? You want to kill me?
How many times do I have to explain that's not how I do things? I want to help. Believe me.
The other one won't come back.
Oh, no, he won't. But you can go down below. There's a lot of tidying to do there.
Absolutely. But now we must pray harder than ever before to banish the wickedness that yet lingers in the air.
Do as you choose, but don't forget to summon back the faithful. The church can be a refuge to all the residents of Nottingham, just as it was always meant to be.
This is just bizarre, but whatever advances the Midlands' liberation and gets these horrible main quests out of my hair. Now, there was that family matter. The boar? The willow? There's a location from Brother Lawrence. Oh, he wanted his candles, I recall that now. Is that nearby? Absolutely not. Will I go there anyway? Yes, but also no, because I need to repair my poor sword. Can I do that via a horse place? Oh, what I should absolutely do is make sure that I have a quick travel point to get back here for. So let's activate that signpost.
Robin! Get him!
That signpost.
Is there someone there?
Fly, Robin, fly. And get me the heck out of here. Costs a lot of thirst and hunger to get back here, but as we've ascertained, that is of little concern for us. Point is we're here, we chug down our water, refill our bottles, all 5 of them. Got plenty of bread to chomp down as well. Game is kind enough not to remember where I just had that water bottle. Then again, neither am I. Fill her up, Robin. Chow down on my bread. Yeah, my bread. Nasty though. I mean, good bread is great, but eating nothing but bread? No butter, no honey, no syrup, no cheese, no meat, no Cadbury's chocolate spread. A bit rough around the edges, that one.
Hello.
Good day. You don't happen to have located Palladium, have you? No, that would be too much to ask. In that case, please take from me my Mother Worst, we don't make use of that. I still haven't figured out a use for willow bark. That's entirely too many journeyman chests. Although it supposedly improves high quality items. I'm going to keep that recurve bow. I'll fix that bow and then keep that as a backup bow. Does that make any sense? Should I switch out bows? Also, no, the recurve bow isn't better. And it weighs a bit, but I'll keep it. Coins, burdock balm is good. Henbane, ale, right, chalice. Chalice gungs awa. Right, very important. Do I have the gubbins to fix this sword? If this needs impressive items, I'm going to be most unpleased. Damascus steel is needed to replace this Damascus steel product. Well, thank goodness I have one of these. But one will not be enough. I'm going to need more Damascus steel. Matthew steel. 2 is needed for repair kit, so ideally I make 4 of these. And that needs steel ingots, of which I'm going to need 8 of. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need spruce, though. I hope spruce wasn't used for also making the Damascus, but it probably was. However, do I not have spruce on tap? I think you'll find I absolutely don't, because I didn't upgrade this thing to make spruce on tap. That could end up being a problem real fast. Whilst that's smelting away, perhaps there's some of this I can deposit. Yeah, the parallels between this and Graveyard Keeper are not lost on me. Right, goodbye Topaz, goodbye Diamond, goodbye Comfy and Anise and Henbane. Keep the Burdock Balm, of course. That's entirely too many Journeyman chests, but they don't stack well at all, so I'll just throw them into the Robin chest. You know, as if I'll ever be coming back to this game and make use of all these things. When we are done with this, we are done. Do I bother to go and get some spruce so that I can repair my sword? I don't think one repair pack is going to keep me good for the rest of the everything. So yeah, steel ingots, away you go. Steel is needed to make Damascus steel. Oh, that needs willow. Oh, that's good. That is very good. I thought this needed more of that other stuff. And whilst that slowly climbs up, I will take a swift water break. I'll be back momentarily. You know, Chumro, I struggle to think of a game that would be less enjoyable to 100%. I suppose a bigger game. A bigger game could be worse. I think I'd rather 100% GTA 3. Right, so now that I have the gubbins, I can make my... Nah, willow is needed. Am I willing to go and get some willow? Come back and make that? They are important, though. Too important to pass up. Red is willow, right? Red is absolutely willow. Any of the new Final Fantasies? Ooh. I've been enjoying rewatching the tool-assisted speedrun of Final Fantasy IX. There's a phenomenally good TAS run of Final Fantasy IX. Extremely well commentated as well. And it's commentated in text form, so you don't have to listen to them. You can just read it. And it's full of fascinating information like the RNG tables, manipulations of outcomes of battles. Oh, it's so good. If you like Final Fantasy IX, highly recommend watching it. I don't remember the name of who did it, but if you just look up TAS Final Fantasy IX, it's going to be very obvious when you find the right one. And it is a true 100% Final Fantasy IX run. Which means you have to stay level 1 throughout most of the game. While at the same time, killing the optional book. Getting the Excalibur 2, meaning essentially beating the game in 12 hours. Grinding up with Yans, it's absolutely fascinating to watch. Also, this isn't where I need to be. I should probably be here so I can cross over. Can you link it? You know what? I should have that kind of power. TAS FFIX... no, that's the awesome run by Waves and Broodies. Commentated, 100%, perfect game. This sounds about right. And why is that such an incredibly long link? Surely I can just share this. That link should work. So there we go. Because nobody here wants to be watching Robin Hood right now, I strongly recommend you go and watch that instead. Yeah, it's a long watch, but it's really good. And it's certainly more enjoyable than playing Final Fantasy IX. Oh man. I've got some love for Final Fantasy IX, but it's very misplaced. The game's pretty bad. But that run is great. It's probably the best TAS. No, it is the best TAS I've ever seen. If there's one thing you take away from this run of Robin Hood, it's that that is a better thing to watch than this. And funnily enough, it's about as long as well. How long's this Robin Hood stream been going on for now? Like 20 hours or so? I think you'd watch that whole run in 20 hours or less. Don't watch this stream. Loving these new viewer reduction strats. It's important to stay true to our core here. This stream has never been about gaining a large followship. And sometimes it gets uncomfortably large and busy, so let's take care of that ahead of time this time. I mean, that's not really been a threat with Robin Hood. In fact, my Twitch dashboard currently tells me there are 0 viewers. Not sure if I can believe that, actually. Why is my dashboard not working at all? Even Twitch doesn't want to accept this game. Barrier for entry there is quite low. So Jake, 4 hours of Robin Hood versus 4 hours of Grimoire, which is better to watch? Probably Grimoire. Grimoire is at least interesting in how awful it is. There's not a lot of interesting stuff going on in this game. I thought the premise of this game was good. I didn't dictator this into winning the long play with no vote, or perhaps just 1 vote with 1 man, because I thought it looked like ass. I thought this game showed promise, and it did show promise. It just hasn't done anything well. It's got a lot of disparate systems, none of which are very refined, and they certainly don't work well together. But it could have. If a more competent team, or perhaps a bigger budget, or more impassioned individuals worked on this game, I think this could be great. But as it stands, it's really, really not. We've got Assassin's Witcher Creed at home. With a very ill-fitting industrial complex management. Right, that wasn't too much overhead to take care of. All it really cost me is water, and water is free. And a couple of bits of bread. And you know what? Bread is also free. All it costs me is flour, which I have too much of anyway. But the point was to get my hands on that willow, because without the willow I can't make the repair kits, and without repair kits I cannot kill the everything with my big-ass sword. So willow, find your new home in my trunk. Get rid of the obsidian. Shouldn't have to get rid of anything else. These repair tools, good for low-quality items, are no longer necessary. I have nothing that's low quality, and you don't repair armor for whatever reason. Jake is going to Spain to play EU file. I do plan on going to Spain soon, but I'm waiting on my package. Currently in the FedEx waiting room here. It was meant to arrive yesterday with a time scale that just kept shifting until it said by end of day. And then today it said, what did it say? It said delivery updated. And there was a glowing exclamation mark. It didn't tell me in what way it was updated, just delivery updated. In what way, I am left to simply imagine. Thank you, FedEx. It's funny, I actually recommended that the thing be delivered via FedEx because I've had good experience with FedEx in the past. I'm going to have to reassess that assertion. Things in this game just do not stack the way you want them to. Right, this seems agreeable, and I need my repair tools. All of them, please. Oh, of course, you can only make one at a time because they don't stack. Why would repair kits stack? Wait, wrong repair tools. Ah, crap. I need the level 3 repair tools, which still don't stack. It would be very, very handy for me if you would buy these repair tools off of me, but you don't, do you? Hungarian FedEx might be different. Funny thing about Hungary, for all this country's problems, I've found that delivery in this country has been incredibly good. Everything has arrived right at the start of the anticipated delivery date every time I've ordered something here, so I've been very impressed. I strongly suspect my problem here is not with the delivery system, but rather with customs. I don't think customs are very happy with me bringing in my kilt. I take these poison arrows over, free up a bit of space, and dunk the last of my unusable repair tools. There we go. That, with any luck, has me sorted till the end of the game. With any luck at all. I'm not even going to take the hunger expenses on that. I'm actually going to pay for a horse. A horse that we don't see at all. We have to imagine the horse. Yeah, no, I suspect it's just a customs issue. It's my kilt coming from the UK, so of course the Hungarian customs are looking for any reason to charge me an arm and a leg for it, which they will. They're probably going to charge me 200 or 300 euros for the package. And I'm quite certain they're not legally going to be obliged to any of that money. They're going to take it because they can, and what am I going to do? I don't want to go all the way back to Scotland to commission another kilt, so I'm just going to have to pay through the nose. Or I could have one of those very rare cases where a package just comes through and they go, no problem, sir, here it is. Everything seems to be in order. But I strongly suspect that's not how it goes down. But yeah, hopefully this is the last time I ever deal with the UK, period. I'm done with the country. Just done with it. Every time I have to deal with the UK, going there, bringing stuff from it, dealing with people there, it's always just a colossal pain in my bits, so let's consider this the finalization of my divorce from the UK. I suspect it'll be something like that, Chumro. But if it's not, I'll be pleasantly surprised. Right,
This
so
must be Brother Lawrence's caravan. Better have a look around.
we're on the hunt for candles. But the brigands love to steal candles, apparently. Slaughtering that. You'd think of all this stuff to steal, the horse would be the best thing to steal. Maybe they just killed it so they couldn't get away. Oh, there's tracks. Tracks of what exactly? Well, get tracking, Robin. I think I've lost the scent. Okay. I'm on the case. Yep, still just nice of them to lay candles out for me like that. Nice, but also a little strange. Wait, customs is an issue inside the EU? No, not at all. If I want something from Germany, or Spain, or France, or Denmark, or Sweden, oh, just easy peasy.
For Brother Lawrence. Maybe he'll at least find the candles.
But we had this brilliant idea in the UK. What if we just don't have that? What if everything becomes complicated overnight? Well, I'm eternally grateful, I suppose, to Sweden for allowing me to remain European. If you're somehow not up with the lore, I'm actually a Swede. Even though I don't like Sweden or Swedes, I decided to become Swedish. It was better than the alternative. Right, can we have those candles back, pretty please? No, we cannot. Could we perhaps find a key for that? Maybe even down here? Are you the key master? Okay, well he's the limping master. Sorry, son, get back to the Olympics. Yeah, this isn't very fair on this guy. Let's see what they were using all the candles for. What is this? How many stock assets can we rub together and make something original with? You don't like me? I'm hurt. Nah, don't be foolish. Swedes don't have feelings. Eight years. 8 of my best years spent in Sweden. Now I'm out spending my even better years here in Hungary. It was an excellent decision. Alright, there we go. Notched candles a go-go. We can bring all these back for a big old boost of favor, no doubt. But there's also some opportunities for reputation right behind me, and I'll be drinking those up because that is necessary to advance. Besides, I have it on good authority that Swedes are the worst Scandinavians. Why do I keep hearing this noise? Sounds more like creaky wood than animals. Also, this waterlogged warehouse appears to be my destination. Yeah, Sweden. Life is expensive, taxes are high, and the people are rather insufferable. It's cold, it's dark, you're far away from everything. That was actually one of the worst things. You're so far away. One of the joys of being in Europe is you can just wake up and go, I think I'll have my breakfast over in this other country. I want to have my breakfast over in Lithuania. That's a bit of a jaunt when you're in Sweden, far less so elsewhere. But now here in Hungary, it's a short train ride away to be in Austria. I can catch a Flixbus and be in Croatia. I can steal blade traps and steel-headed arrows as well. It's all good. What? Alright, come on, just open up. Let me have all of your stuff, please. The AI in this game, credit to them, they don't just open doors of their own accord, so you can't use them to glitch your way through, like I did in Hitman of all games. Remember my time in China, I couldn't open a door, so I just shot to alert people. And they would open doors for me. Very nice. And yet I cannot get through here. Perhaps there's a more waterlogged approach. Oh, that water effect. The water's just made differently in old Blighty. Can't squeeze my way through here. Can't see a way to climb up. The doors are all locked. What's a man to do? There wasn't a key hiding in here. So this one's locked from the other side, and the other one just said locked, right? Am I understanding you correctly? Yeah, so there's a key somewhere. If I were a key for the sheriff's warehouse, where would I be? Perhaps in one of these adjacent buildings, which have guards near them. It's all starting to add up, isn't it? Oh, the Mohawk of the Midlands has your number, my friend. Ah, jeez. That guy's got a very modern haircut. How long until we see the broccoli hair popping out of nowhere as well? Which is the stupidest haircut I've ever seen. I've actually seen a fair bit of it around here as well. Am I out of touch, or is it the children who are wrong? Have you ever been to NA? NA? North America? I've been to the United States somewhere between 7 and 9 times. Haven't kept count very well. Not recently, though. I think the last time I was in the States was in 20... You know, I actually can't remember. I was playing Factorio at the time, so... Factorio was out by then. Out of early access. If you mean North Africa, then no. No, I have not. Not been to Africa at all. Well, there were no keys here. I wanted a key. Everybody peel your eyes to spot a key for the sheriff's warehouse. No, and no, and this dusty filter is getting real old real fast here in Nottingham. The arid desert of England that we all know and love. Yeah, okay, well, no key for me, but there's 100 different ways to advance my reputation. I'll just make my way back in. What is broccoli hair, says Alec? They shave off the sides of their hair, and then they curl the top, and it ends up looking like they've got broccoli on their head. Now, I think it looks incredibly retarded, but they must think it is the dog's bollocks. Okay, come on now, come on. Let's get in. Please, game. I don't ask much, but can you conclude at a reasonable pace?
Humble town, help the lost find their path. Deliver your justice to be irrevocably wicked.
You should not use the R word as a derogatory term. Well, I don't. I use it as a descriptive term. in a literal sense. Right, here are your candles. This better be worth a whole lot of Midlands reputation.
Our brother's safe. Do you know what happened to the transport? Please, this is urgent.
I do have some information for you, Friar. Sadly, the people driving the caravan have passed away.
I knew it. I felt it. Dear God, did they suffer?
The wave attacked them, while whatever and whoever remained was seized by raiders. I'm sorry.
I will pray for their departed souls. We all will. It's all we can do now.
I could do something else, and I did. I tracked down the bandits.
My word. You stood to fight them.
Not just that. I've recovered your candles. Here they are.
1,000 thanks, stranger. Do tell, whose name do we keep in our prayers after this?
Your fallen brothers. If you want my name, though, it's Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. But you're an outlaw. You're with the bandits.
You still think so? Curious.
No, you're right. That doesn't make any sense. That must have been inane blathering. Thank you, Robin. Take this as a reward, and allow me to meditate.
Take care, Brother Lawrence.
Alright, we grow ever closer. 7% more and we're good to go, and I have a funny feeling that Family Matter is going to take care of that. That will be done where exactly? Far to the south. I'm on the case. I still think it was such an inspired decision to give Robert of Locksley a Mohawk in this game. Why? Just why? Now granted, you're given a hood. You could wear a hood and just hide that. But was this just all they had left in the stock assets and decided to give that as a face for Robin? It's bizarre. I mean, why not just give him a Colt handgun while you're at it? Have him sip mocha lattes. Alright, am I in the mood for killing? Ah, go on then, they'll make it worth my while, no doubt. It's Robin! Combat's a bizarre thing when you just waltz up to them like this. And you're still okay. That said, might chug a beer to help me through this. It's trying time. Yeah. TBW, you were saying you loved the heads flying off? Because we just cut through armor? That's the power of Albion the sword, you see. The game has everything in this game. Skill trees, survival, base building. But heaven forbid we implemented hair customization. Now the customization you get is to hide it under a hood. And honestly, it's not the worst. Not the worst way of handling it. But once I saw it, there was no way I was going to hide this majestic haircut under a hood. Robin Hood, it'll never catch on. But Robin landing strip of hair. That's the stuff legends are made of. There we go. Diamond repair tools. Tell me they're the right kind of repair tools. They are. Wow, I am impressed. Not only that. A piece of bamboo. The sheriff's most treasured piece of bamboo is now mine. Tremble in fear, Blighty. Acid can be used to open... Oh, we've never seen this before. Opening doors with acid, and I hope we don't see it again, because I suspect I'll have to build up my alchemy lab to be able to make acid. This game had far less breaking into places and looting valuables than I thought I had signed up for. Wait, almonds? Almonds? Almonds feel like they wouldn't be native to medieval England, but you're going to have to correct me on that matter. Oh yes, just as native as the bamboo, of course. I've been wrong all along. And just as easy to extract as platinum and palladium. Could the bees give me their honey? No. Have we even hunted a boar yet? Let's change that. Oh, wow! Okay, I thought boars might put up a little bit more of a fight than the deer, but no, they put up less of a fight. Well, let's go and take care of this family matter, shall we?
Melissa the herbalist?
One and the same, but I'm not having anyone right now. Out of herbs, and that's that.
Did you know you're a bad liar?
Sick my cat on you, I will.
Robert de Ferris sends me. His son is supposed to be here, and I need to help him.
Fool? Scaring people like that. You should have said right away that you're Robert's man. Get in, don't track dirt. So, this is what the help looks like. You'd look more comely with your hood folded into a cap, young man.
I'm not here to discuss fashion. They say you're treating Harlow de Ferris here.
Shame that no one cares about looking good these days. Listen here, hood-headed, I know what I'm doing. I know my trade.
I've no doubts about that.
How would you know? Never mind. Harlow is delirious and fighting against his wounds. He'll live to see tomorrow, but I'm not sure what comes after that. On top—
I'm looking for him too. What exactly happened here anyway?
Harlow was wounded by soldiers, grievously at that. Sent Ryder to find special medicinal mushroom. First-rate fungi found only in the tunnels under the swamp.
But Ryder still hasn't come back.
Yeah, he probably went and got himself into something too. I could have gone alone. Wait, you mean to go after him, don't you?
Of course I do.
Excellent. Take this key and get yourself to the place I'm marking on your map. That's where Ryder was supposed to go. Must be there.
I'll come back with him and the fungi.
Once again, we're having some mushroom-related quest here. I suppose it stands to reason the Eastern Europeans are absolutely obsessed with mushrooms. Why wouldn't they be? The world gives us free food, we'll have it. I'll have that enormous honey compress, though. I don't need your rye roll. I am made of money, made of resources. Also nice to see that American lass is having her little holiday over in Blighty. Whoa. They really want me after I dispatched whoever that hooded figure was before. I've already forgotten his name. Guy of Godfrey. So one... What? What? That was a real mid-2000s effect right there. That was like an Oblivion wall opening. But enough thinking about inferior games. Yes, Baron points out that almonds are Mediterranean, so it's not inconceivable they could be found in medieval England, but very low likelihood to be part of a random guard's rations. Extra low rations. Alright. So you've noticed me, that means your legs are forfeit.
So they do have their camps. Interesting. Maybe this is the only one.
Well, none of what I just tried to do worked. Oh, not the poison again. Poison's making my sword all wavy as well. That's kind of cool. Robin, you gonna move? There we go.
You're scared.
No! He's on his mandated union break, so he's invincible.
Palabra scared. Hilda scared. You're scared.
Okay, that hurt. It hurt a lot, but poison always does. Not sure what the reasonable counter to poison is, truthfully. You might say antidote, but the problem is the antidote wears off immediately, and then you just get re-poisoned, and then you're in a right load of trouble. So what's a man to make of that? Boy, I've got a lot of this stuff. Just realized how fitting the story and environment a Thief game would be like. Thief is a very clunky game, though. I would know I played it on a weekly one-shot that made quite a few people unhappy. Definitely much more of a murder hobo game for me, but I was forced to play that like the master thief I am. I wish Robin was a bit faster with his stalking, though. He's just barely faster than a regular walking enemy, so it's very hard to actually creep up on somebody and stealth assassinate them. Hey, look at the no distance I'm making on this guy. But down he goes regardless. People are mad because you play games wrong, Jake, and that only makes it more right for me. Hey, I beat Anno 1800. I don't need to answer to anybody on how I beat it. Right, could you go and follow that, please? Absolutely not. Okay, then arrow to the face for you. The really strong part about the killing animation there is that you regain your stamina whilst you're doing that attack. You don't have to wait for it to start filling back up mid-fight. So I wish I knew how to do it consistently. Just Robin does it when Robin wants to do it. Ah, these cages. These cages are everywhere. How did they get it down here? I'll be taking that dagger, please. More iron heads for my severely lacking amount of arrows.
Are you with us? Did Uncle Robert send you?
Easy. Yes. Your uncle sent me to find you and Harlow.
You know about him?
Yes, I met Melissa. If we hurry, you'll save his life yet.
First, we have to get those mushrooms. Before I got to look for them, I fell in these scoundrels' trap.
You entered their territory, so bloodshed was inevitable. Lead on to the mushrooms.
Melissa said they're supposed to have a yellow pointy cap on a thin stem, and that they only grow here.
We'd better be getting the right one. Yellow cap, thin stalk, yellow cap, thin stalk.
Oh. Think I see them right there, my friend. If you could just tank a few shots for me. Yeah, look at my stamina just climb all the way back up during that killing routine.
Yes.
If I wanted to play a game my way, I'd play it myself. Ah, well considered.
Yeah.
I often don't watch streams for the games that I watch for the person playing.
You've got it. This must be it. It matches the description.
It smells odd. But Marianne always says the more pungent the fungus, the more effective it is.
Let's get back to my cousin. I know a shortcut. Follow me.
It's a shortcut through more of the Bear Tribe warriors. Shouldn't have said tribe warrior. I've got dominions on the mind. I was setting it up earlier this week. I plan to do a good run of it on Saturday.
You're scared.
Oh, nice. Do enjoy some dominions. Yeah, I had to make sure that the randomizer was working fine, which it is now. I was having a bit of teething problems getting it set up. So I plan to set aside a few select nations that look interesting, and then you can decide what we actually play as, and then we spend, you know, an hour and a half building our god before we even start playing. I'm looking forward to it already. One of the great things I enjoy about gaming. Even whilst I'm enjoying a game, I'm still looking forward to another game to play. Life just one long cycle of enjoyment. Although maybe with a distinct exception, playing this is not particularly enjoyable.
I'll find my way to Melissa's from here. I'll see you there.
It's kind of just, you know, how bad does it get? Morbidly curious.
See you, Ryder.
Okay, I couldn't go back with you. This better be worth 5.5% reputation. What happens tomorrow if you manage to finish this masterpiece today? I've got a few games on the if I've got nothing else going on list. So I'll grab one of those. Believe it or not, I've been wanting to check out Jagged Alliance 3 for a while. Yeah. I know I couldn't stand the one I played before. I forget if it was 1 or 2. But surely they've fixed my issues with it by 3. Surely I just don't have a problem with the whole structure of the game. What is your problem, Melissa?
Have you got what I sent you for?
You tell me. Is this it?
Don't even joke about it. Show me. Yes, these are the ones, Robin.
Wait. I never told you my name.
Hood on your head, cheeky attitude, and a bow on your back? This wasn't exactly a tricky riddle.
Well, is Harlow going to make it?
He should. He's young and strong. The effect ought to be instant.
Oh, bloody horsons! I'm barely breathing. How long was I out? Do I owe my rescue to you?
You owe your rescue to your father who sent me here. You've been getting over your wounds for a few days. That got you back on your feet quickly. How are you feeling?
Thank you. I'm sore all over, but feeling more pep than a few pints would bring me. Just without my head spinning.
It's a curious medicine, I must say. It's good that you are back with us. Will you manage on the way back to your father?
I'm weak, but I must go there. I've brought him enough worries. A rider will keep me company on the way.
See you back in Nottingham's underground, Harlow.
Okay, we have to travel yet again to maybe get our payoff for this, but man can hope. I'm also still on the hunt, as I perennially am, for another game to bring chatters in on. Don't know if that can be done in Jagged Alliance, but I gotta say, the runs of King of the Castle left a very high bar to be cleared for having chatters in the game with. It was so good. There was a YouTube comment on the finale saying they were begging me continue on with King of the Castle, but I do think it's more important to let the game die with dignity rather than wring it dry.
How's your day, sir?
Might be better if you hold Paladum or Platinum, but you don't. Why must everybody disappoint me? Well, while I'm here, take my gold bracelets, plural. I don't think I need journeyman chests so much anymore, you can have that. I'm keeping my bamboo, though. Not my boar asses, and ornate dagger, and one of these gives energy over time. Which one? Not burdock. Oh well, if I can't see it, it doesn't matter. Away we go. Not that I need money. More F1 Manager. Again, feel like we've had our time with that game. I want to find something new and different rather than just putting one through the churner over and over. So I only ever had 3 seasons of FTL, even though people still ask me for more Into the Airlock. I don't want to end up like The Simpsons, season 26 or whatever we're on now. That said, though, you know, another motorsporting game that isn't that one would be good. There's certainly room for improvement, and it was very difficult to mod that game, so... Alright, we have to go underground for these people. What was the way into the underground? Yeah, perhaps a game that's a little more easy to mod would be nice. I wouldn't even know how to remod it. It's like Capitalism Lab. I've forgotten how I did everything. I'd have to relearn it.
Is there anything you need?
Depends. Do you have... No, you don't have what I need. You have very expensive good things, though, including that amber. Is that the guy I saved? He said he...
I saw something.
You didn't see anything. Is that the guy I saved? He said he was minding, his jewelry shoppy. Okay. Thought I might be able to jump past without him noticing. Where is the way to the underground shenanigans? How and where did I get in?
And save this country, for you know best.
These wretched people.
No, I played plenty of The Sims. I don't think it's a very good streaming game. Not for me, at least. I watched Aristocrat, aka True Leveler, stream a fair bit of Sims, and that was very funny. But you're in it for him, not for the Sims game. At least I was. It's a shame he never streams anymore. How dare all these people not dedicate practically all of their free time to amusing me with streams. It's just... it's not right. Right. This had better be right. I've saved your family, I think. Went over my head how or why.
You've done it. Everything they say about you is true. Thank you, Robin. They both made it safe and sound.
Hopefully not all. I'm glad that everyone's all right, though.
I prefer to see them home and not in these dank sewers. It won't be much longer, though.
I know that, too. Sherwood will return to normal. We're massing a great force, and will not give in.
Exactly. You are a friend to the DeFerres. You can always count on us. Remember, this is also a place of rest and recovery.
As for the remaining matters, then I'd like to ask you about a few things.
Go ahead, ask.
Who are you?
Right, I've heard more about...
A noble goal.
Do you know what...
It's the only way to lift this... Maybe later after...
To remind the sheriff that he ain't king.
Right, so I've done everything that I've been asked for. We liberated both of the castles, we've raised our reputation here in the Midlands, we dealt with whoever that guy was, I've already forgotten. Now we need to go and speak once more with the Elder, who we found just dwelling around this weird stony circle. Let's do exactly that. And Basilius, you might raise a good point, but Urangu McBain is from The Herbs, not The Sims. I was definitely watching The Herbs here, Urangu McBain. Seeing Urangu McBain choke out Will.i.am in his own club is something I'm still going to be giggling about as I lay on my deathbed at the grand old age of 120. I'm so glad I spent all those years playing video games. Ugh. I think that makes for some good last words, but I'm still going to be laughing at Urangu McBain. Just like TBW. He's going to be lying on his deathbed. He's going to be the oldest living Brazilian ever, surviving to the age of 27. Before he gets brutally shanked in the favela, but as he dies, he'll still be laughing at Stepwolf. Am I going the right way? Did I even tag this as the right place to go? I am unconvinced. Great old Bulgaria, the fourth Rome, don't you know? Oh, I've no idea what the finale is going to involve in this game here. Will it be a Mass Effect 3 Choose the Color? Loved watching Mass Effect, but again, I was watching it for Helden. Mass Effect is not my kind of game. I miss Helden so much. Never thought a man could mauled to death, but there you go. Blood Bowl? I used to play tabletop Blood Bowl many, many years ago. It wasn't very good. But I'm not a big fan of Warhammer in general. I do really hope Helden streams Mass Effect 4, because I'm sure as sugar not going to be playing it, and I don't want to watch anyone else do it. Right. Have we come to the thrilling conclusion of this game, old man? Tell me more.
Trees of these fair woods are still cut down to build gallows and camps in service of oppressing the people. Though the sheriff may have been called in the place of his demise, he still snarls and snaps, shouting his venom-filled orders. Bands of freed serfs are fighting for their newfound lot, but they won't meet this challenge without your help. You've brought them together. Now you must complete this grand work. That's how it's meant to be.
You said you could help me defeat the sheriff. I believed you. How do you intend to do that?
Your conviction will be rewarded, just like your deeds. Robin of Sherwood, take this key. It will help you enter the courtyard of Nottingham Castle.
Will you go with me?
It is not my role to meddle in your affairs. Not like this. I'm like the last whisper heard in a dream. I can tell you what to do, but I can't do it for you. That's your destiny.
How am I supposed to use this key?
There is a hidden passage in the bulwark which it opens. I'll mark it on your map. It is the only way into the castle. The people whom you've helped will be waiting there. I'll see to it that you're not alone.
What am I to do next?
Let Sherwood blossom without the heel currently crushing it. You've played your part, Robin. This is the final challenge. Take this too. It's your crest, a symbol of hope that the people so sorely need. Hang it in the castle to give everyone hope for a better tomorrow.
Is there any other way you can help?
I've done enough, and I know that you'll do which was written. Your time has come, Robin.
So hang on, he was just hanging on to the key we've needed this whole time. Did that drop me anything? Ah, here we go. We sliced its arse clean off there. Recht, so we need to go to Nottingham Castle, which is right here. Okay. This entire road, the people met and the bonds tightened have all led to this moment. I have in my pocket a special key. Close to the castle, a number of men are ready to make the ultimate sacrifice. I like what I'm hearing. But could it be that this last part is going to be difficult and I need to be adequately tooled up for it? How could a man need more than 19 cured eels, 10 beers, and plenty of things to rub across his chest? I was born ready. And I'm also ready now. Crunchy eel. Best eel I ever had was in Japan. Oh my days, I don't know what they did to that eel. But it was so good. Right across some delicious rice, as every meal is. Wonder when I'll next go back. Contemplating my next trip to Asia overall, might well be this year. But Spain is also on the cards, and Italy. But I also want to enjoy summer at Balata. So many things I want to do. And here I am playing Robin Hood instead. Life is funny. Right, I struggled to enter this building before, and I'm struggling to do it again. Here we go. No, here we don't go.
Is all well with you?
All is with me as it is written.
Oh, of course it is.
Even Robin Hood's voice actor, the only voice actor in the game, is fed up. Although I could be convinced that the Middlesbrough man doing the readings during the red sweepy camera motion parts, he might be human. Anything's possible in this wild world. Hang on, I'm just back here again. So it was the key to open this door that they've been living next to for assumedly months or more and never thought to open or break down. Okay, it's fewer questions are better questions. Humans in Middlesbrough. I was in Middlesbrough not too long ago, and it's somewhere that is made to look awful, but is actually really, really nice. The people there are very pleasant. It's beautiful. Why are we standing over piles of corpses? The Mohawk of Middlesbrough does not want to know more. Time for the ultimate sacrifice, lads. Oh, they are going to join me. Cool. I was thinking they were just hanging back there. Let the Mohawk take care of things first.
Did you hear that? It's the...
Nice, it's like the best part of Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. Oh god, there's a thought. Isn't Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 out in very few days? It's out in the 4th, I think. Wow. God is good.
It's the enemy!
Oh, you don't know the half of it, sunshine.
Fire up, Will!
Is that telling me my friend is invincible? That's quite cool. I had enough nonsense to deal with this in this game. Nonsense might as well be on my side. Yeah, some of my friends are taking damage, some are not. How bizarre. It'll be a few months for the GOG release. I'll wait. No DRM, offline extoller, all good stuff. I don't disagree. But I prefer all my games to be in one place where possible. Steam will turn evil someday, but for now, I can still herald it as the savior of PC gaming, which it is. Just as Nintendo was the savior of console gaming, and is now evil. You know, this is a lot of killing, but it sure doesn't seem like I'm advancing into the courtyard. Where am I even meant to be going? Do we have any survivors from the early 2000s of PC gaming, where the horrors of games for Windows Live ruled the waves? Horrifying times. Anyone gonna give me a piggyback to get up there? Come on, there's gamer paint. I should be able to lunge my way clean up. Don't speak its name. It's dead, can never die. How about the Wild West of early Steam clones before everyone just gave up and realized Steam won? Did anyone else have Dazura? I think that's what it was called. That's gone. Lost my account in all my games. Damn it, I had War of the Human Tanks on that.
It's the enemy.
You're taking a dive. What about me? Can I make that jump? I don't think so. There's no gamer paint. Go, Robin, go! Oh yeah, who needs gamer paint? No! Curses. I don't know why they thought one thing this game needed, in addition to everything else, was platforming, but platforming it only worked in predetermined locations. Smear some bomb over my chest. Oh, that's goopy. It was supposed to be indie game focused. I believe we got it for the original Project Zomboid. Yeah, it certainly had a focus on indie games, back when it was a bit harder to get those on Steam, even before the days of Steam Greenlight. Zomboid, that's not what I'm thinking of. Where's my brain at right now? Other zombie game. Fort... No, don't invisible wall me. Fort Zombie. I picked that up on Gamersgate. And the reason I was checking that out was because Gamersgate was where I was able to get... I think it was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the cheapest. Got a key for that. I think I also got Sword of the Stars on Gamersgate. A lot of dirty laundry getting aired right now. Not that I want to detract from this game's thrilling conclusion. Okay, nice of them to just give me a breather there whilst I'm actively bleeding out. You really believe the Zomboid devs lost their laptop and so much progress with it? That sounds like an excuse for not having delivered. Because what kind of development scheme, even an amateur one, would have all that vital stuff on one computer? A portable one, no less. I'm not willing to believe it. Even this very limited operation I'm running here with the streaming is backed up and spread out. Yeah, dog ain't my homework excuse of a game dev. Iron heads. Are I not rather low on iron heads? I might finally put those fire arrows of mine to use, but they're so limited. They're like the elixirs. Don't ever use them, even on Ozma. You're all expected to collect at least 40 pieces of gold and taxes by the end of this month. I care not if they've already been collected. The sheriff says so. Is there a reason that the sheriff is being comically evil? I feel like he would rate right at the bottom of the hierarchy of well-written villains. Evil for the sake of being evil. Oh, hang on, we've got friends here that have not noticed all of the fighting going on. And my friends have not been getting involved. How disappointing. Oh, he's gonna notice me here, isn't he? Mm-hmm.
Yeah! Ha!
The sheriff is comically evil in all the Robin Hood media. That's a shame. It's not very interesting, is it? A lot of letters going on here. Right, use the lever, hang up the flag. That's right, we were given a flag to hang up because it'll inspire everybody for some reason. It's got a bag of money, a goblet, and a cross.
You will fail. You're just a low-life outlaw and nothing more. So arms, don't let this dog survive.
Speak his name and he shall appear. But how do we advance yet further? I must open the hidden passage. Is that the hidden passage? Gamer paint, don't let me down. Oh. Oh no. Robin can't jump that high. What's a man to do? Get a better position to run and jump onto the gamer paint? That's the stuff.
Meet again, mongrel of Sherwood. How many years have passed since I turned your village to cinders? I'll get you.
You're mine. Oh, you think so? You'll have me by the neck, just like I had your father. Do you perhaps recall his carcass dangling in front of your estates?
Enough of this talk. I gave my word I would drive you from this castle, and I will keep it.
There is but one problem, Robin. I'm here, and you're there. You'll have to get through my champion, and I've yet to see anyone prevail.
There is no such obstacle I wouldn't best to bring order back to Sherwood.
I am order here. I am the law. I hold all the power, dog. Karloff, get him.
Karloff. Some champion. I wonder if he's weak to arrows to the legs.
I'll finish you little rebel.
No, he's doing it again. In addition to fighting, I gotta deal with having arrows shot at me.
I'll finish you once and for all.
How unsporting. not the devilish sheriff just throwing crap at me and shooting his own champion.
Your little rebellion ends here. Know your matters, your little rebellion. I'll finish you once and for all.
I tell you, you might not be wrong with all these little chip damage he's doing there, but I need to slather my chest. Just how Marion would do. Ooh, crikey, that hurts.
I'll finish you once and know your matters out.
There was something quite comical about him just throwing debris at me. However, I'm going to need a chug of beer to see me through this, if you don't mind. Maybe two. Oh, know your betters, will you, Robin? Alright, your joke of a champion's down. What now?
Guards, don't come any closer. You mean nothing, just like the rest of your ilk. Guards! Where are my guards?
Your guards aren't coming. It's your talk that means nothing, and your rule is drawing to an end, Sheriff.
Beg of you, spare my life, and I'll forget everything. I'll forgive every single one of your thefts that shrunk my treasury. Every piece of gold you've taken from my convoys. Go on, keep them!
When people unite against tyranny, even the greatest theft committed against it becomes an act of justice.
Robin Hood, together with the forces of Houses Lindorn, Peverell, and de Ferrerez, united by his efforts, have overcome the dangers that were destroying Sherwood and its inhabitants. Now comes the time to establish a new order, a common home built in the name of ruling law and honest cooperation. Noble people will stand guard so that no foe from within shall ruin the world that took so many sacrifices to be saved. Peace reigns among the forests of Sherwood, at least for the time being.
It's gonna continue? Why? Robin Hood's quest is at an end. The main storyline is concluded, but hey, you can join us on Discord. I've never seen that in a game. Game's over, now join us on Discord. To do what? I even get an achievement that says, I can't believe it's over. Now, I certainly can. What I can't believe is that Robin Hood Sherwood Builders 2 will be coming out. I'm definitely going to have to check it out.
Whoever you are, unless by some miracle you're bringing me the missing pages of this godforsaken book, don't even bother me.
Pardon? What pages? What book?
Forgive me, stranger. I thought you were a messenger from the Prior.
Not at all. Depending on the circumstances, I do prefer to remain a stranger in Nottingham.
That's your prerogative. Mine is to admonish recklessness and ignorance.
What happened?
Some time ago, the church supply caravan was attacked by a group of waived.
Were the losses significant?
God be good. No casualties. But we're missing the goods that were being transported.
And that includes books, I take it.
Holy books, to be exact. The written wisdoms of order founders and church leaders. Precious words, timeless.
I understand. Are they all lost?
The thing is that they are not. Some have been saved, but others are severely damaged, their pages torn out. I suspect they can still be found in the encampments of those local bandits.
It's best not to imagine how they might use spare pieces of paper.
Don't even joke like that. Please, could you help me recover them? There are only 3 pages missing.
I'll see what I can do.
The pages could also be hidden around their stashes here in Nottingham. I know I'm asking for the impossible, but if you collect them, I'll reward you for your efforts.
If I find anything, I'll return to you.
What's bizarre is that they have the AI voices, and yet they also sound like they're lacking a pop filter. You keep hearing the pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. I wonder if I can do that. This microphone, but I think this comes off. If I go pa-pa-pa-pa-pa, you probably hear the lack of the filter going on there. For all I know, that was horror for you to listen to, so... Well, too bad. Anyway, let's Gingham. I think we've done enough for this world. Peace has returned to England. Peace everlasting. What year is this meant to be, anyway? The year of being able to extract platinum and palladium, and having cotton, and almonds on demand. Alright, there we go. It's over. It's finally over. This game was pretty miserable. I think the premise had promise, but clearly developed by people that, I don't know if they didn't care, or if they didn't have the budget, or if they didn't have the expertise, or if it was even people at all. I'm still convinced this was somehow designed and created by AI, because there's a lot of ideas here, and the ideas are solid, but the execution is all just bad. Does never speak of it again. Well, I made sure to add Robert of Locksley into the names list, as well as Sherwood, so we might see him appear again for Dominions in a couple of days. But perhaps we should all be glad that it's over. And that is it for me for today. I will be back tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure what with, but it will contain the vote for the next long play. Let's get out of kind of Western RPG hell and enjoy some good fun times again, or at least some more interesting times. But until then, from me and from the Mohawk of Sherwood here, so cheers and cheerio.
I wasn't entirely convinced if a meeting with our mysterious grey-bearded friend would be the best idea, but we do need the kind of wisdom that will let us overthrow the sheriff. What did you learn?